All right, it's amazing evening. So the people then will be say grab the teacher and children then for inside or your state, don't give them ultimatum again as the principal don't make another video, but that's not even all. My friends, what in the crowd was that on the APC primaries? So that noise everybody thought, which kind of crowd be that for inside the NDC primaries? What in the crowd was that in the ADC primaries? People say the crowd choke everywhere tight. That's now waiting be the reaction of Nigerians for on top of social media as the Nigerian Democratic Congress today hold their primaries officially. And of course, gist carry am say tomorrow, 9 they go formally declare Peter Obi the presidential candidate of the party. This now waiting the BC people don't they talk. People go say but there were some things they looked out for. You notice the way they use count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for inside APC primaries and ADC primaries. But people say, why will not see that method of counting for inside NDC primaries? Well, we didn't have to give on all that just plus, calm down. Your president talk say, security advisor, talk say, no be security advisor. Now your minister for defense. He don't talk, say nothing, say whether you like him or not, saying security don't come down, don't reduce well. Since President Bola Ahmed Tinubu become in recent times, they don't reduce. People say, which reduce? Which reduce? When our children, 46 for inside Borno, 42 for inside Oyo State, they there spend Children's Day, which reduce? By the way, today in a Democracy Day, so mark officially 3 years where President Bola Ahmed Tinubu don't day inside office. And guess what? For inside in public rating, people don't rate them even below 30%. Say, in fact, people will not like come for Nigeria, will not believe in administration, then they less than 30% of Nigerians. So people don't talk. So this one, he did bad well for the president. Well, welcome to Up This Impressions. All of this gist and more. Now I get to that. Today will be Friday. Happy Democracy Day. There is anything to go about. Oh, by the way, we will celebrate the proper Democracy Day on June 12th. But welcome to the show. It's always a pleasure to bring you the show for Inside the House. And it always sweet my belly to bring in us. So today we get plenty gist, so good gist. But as usual, make our car enter inside, go bring on a matter them with the hot for newspaper. Just one or two, I'm going to talk plenty because Prince Francis Chilakadi on standby the wait for us so that if we put mouth for all the talk that we share it today for Inside News. So let's go quickly to some of the to read them where they hot, sharply. Abducted Oyo school principal sends distress message from captivity. This one pay me well, and I go play the video for you. I don't even know what I want to. Meanwhile, 2027, Wike PDP faction disowns Jonathan as presidential candidate. I don't talk that to say if Jonathan ready to contest, making ready for Wike to rubbish him. So if you not say want maintain your steez, keep quiet and respect yourself. Sis, wait, be say you finish your tenure, better respect yourself and leave Wike alone. 2027, anyone Naji emerges Enugu NDC Guba candidate. Anyone Naji. Okay. All right. You could see the different things, the lineup them plenty. 2027, ex-Bauchi SSG Kashim emerges NDC governorship candidate. PDP accuses Wiki of attempt to shut down venue for Jonathan ratification. We don't intend to cause crisis in APC. North Central Forum apologizes to national chair. ADC presidential ticket, you did it like Arsenal. Dino Melaye Hills article. You should win presidential election like Arsenal too. Tinubu's 30% approval rating reflects public discontent. ADC 90 top this one. Meanwhile, 2027 NDC promises level playing field for aspirants in primaries as they kick off their primaries today. It's through sustained collaboration, federal government speaks on only pathway to EV success in Nigeria. But we could just leave that one, enter inside other issues. Them, Niger government tackles trust gap information issues. And when did they beat people? New insecurity framework. When did they beat people who talk anyhow or will criticize government? That now what people they talk. But your guys, the beat people will criticize you. So what's going on? How will dislodge bandits, robbers from Abia state communities? Alex Oti, now they talk this one. Army rescues 31 abductees, neutralized 5 terrorists for inside Northwest. Tinubu chose long-term prosperity over short-term comfort. Godswill Akpabio and talk. And Benue experiencing renewed hope under my leadership. Oh, Alia, you're renewing their hope. I didn't know. We weren't aware. Oh yeah, no go just enter inside another paper sharply so that we no go fit waste your time too much. Entering inside another paper quickly right now. Court stops Trump's government plan to open Ebola quarantine center. So people don't talk about this one. Say Trump. Let it be. So he opened Ebola quarantine center in Kenya for Americans. So you know, open Ebola quarantine center for your own America. You go open Ebola quarantine center for Kenya for Americans. Wow. Really see some shithole in Africa, right? That now we see people they talk. Now, 2 traditional rulers, 31 others are reigned over communal clash. And people don't they talk, say, this one, waiting the hand, but this one for inside a boy state. Again, teachers protest on your school abduction. Wike threatens to revoke titles of event centers, hotels hosting unrecognized political groups like the Turaki faction of the PDP Congress. So if said they want to. 2037 Wike bars unrecognized party faction from Abuja event center. So I told you that already. Let me see what we get here again. It was Ojude Oba festival, and it was amidst pomp and pageantry today. It was really a nice sight to behold. Meanwhile, NDC picks Kashim as consensus candidate for 2027 Bauchi governorship. And then Nigerians rally to save 66-year-old retired surgeon as terrorists demand 70 million naira ransom. 70 million naira ransom. Oh God. NDC affirms Peter Obi as presidential candidate at Abuja Special Convention tomorrow. That is, they say they go affirm him as their candidate for a special event we go hold for inside Abuja tomorrow. And then let's see what we have here again. NBC condemns abduction of 46 pupils, including school children and teachers in Oyo State. Tourists, police, soldiers, and the fellow citizens are all killing us. Government is ruining our lives. Now, so Nigerians, they talk, they lament. All right. Tinubu's approval rating drops to 30% after 3 years as disapproval climbs to 47%. People way no like them reach 47%. People way like them they below 30%. Wow. Pray for terrorists to repent. Now, so I tell you yesterday, the same talk on the wall. Insecurity, terrorist murder, NYC core member, daddy, while returning home from Gombe. This is sad. Meanwhile, while over 40 Oyo school children, teachers remain in terrorist captivity, Sheyi Tinubu and Yoruba leaders celebrate Ojude Oba festival. That's what these people then put them on. It's in concern. They're not going to do festival again. Now, if Atiku runs in 2027, power will never return to North in 2031. Emir Saddam issues fresh warning in northern votes to northern voters. And then Oyo teachers resist intimidation, storm Ibadan streets to protest abduction of colleagues and students. While terrorists bombard social space and different with videos of their victims get swat. Tinubu's defense minister says insecurity has dropped by 70%. That means waiting will be seen and just 30% of the security. He didn't whine. Meanwhile, while Tinubu government claims victory in fight against terrorists, Kogi residents flee homes. If you see how the villages were deserted, people know they're inside. Now, wow. In fact, somebody can say Trump has every reason to invade Nigeria and arrest Tinubu, who has done worse thing than worse disgrace than Maduro. Social commentator says as stakeholders chat forward pathway at okay. So this one happened for Violence Space 3.0. Now, Tinubu supporters and apologists are kidnappers, killers, beheaders. Ask retrieve on JGD Vex. She said, if you support this government, let me say, you be kidnapper, you be killer, you be gain from waiting they happen. In fact, you don't deserve anything good. Yeah, calm down, sister. Nigerians RIP apart Tinubu's 3rd anniversary. Massive, messages filled with. Sorry, so they rip, not just RIP, they rip apart Tinubu's 3rd anniversary massive field messages filled with insignificant achievements, praises for dying democracy under him and zero comment on insecurity. Wow. Meanwhile, American missionary Alex Berbery blasts perpetual liar Akpabio for claiming Tinubu already solved Nigeria's insecurity. Tinubu's 3 year in office has been distraught. Social commentator and counters Onanuga's scorecard, cites soaring fuel prices, Naira collapse. You know, see them bring us scorecard. Now, scorecard that is not scoring, that now within Nigerians, they talk. Obedient movement urges unity once against post-primary crisis ahead of NDC primaries. And then let's see, renewed shege, Nigerians reflect on 3 years of massive borrowing, hunger, hardship, insecurity under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Nigeria is not at war yet. Thousands keep dying. Civil society groups lament as nearly 20,000 Nigerians are killed, over 12,000 abductions since Tinubu took over office. See, this one way they do not be celebration. This is a celebration. We're not supposed to call a celebration. But all of this and more matters, NBC Day Inside the News this evening. And I'd like to say warm welcome to you as I welcome Prince Francis Chilaka into the house. Good evening, sir. Thank you.
Good evening, sir. Thank you. Yeah, good evening, Precious. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. All right. So, I mean, very quickly, you know, go good. So, you know, go good make us start the conversation today without asking you what's in your thought on President Bola Ahmed.
You said President Bola Ahmed. It's been 3 years of hunger, 3 years of poverty, 3 years of pains, 3 years of depression, 3 years of anxiety, 3 years of anger, and 3 years of bad governance. As it is for us in these 3 years. In these 3 years, Nigerians have groaned under the high price of petrol, diesel, under the high price of cooking gas, under the high price of house rent, under the high price of transportation. Name it. There's nothing there that shows that 3 years has been used well. Rather, 3 years of waste, 3 years that has thrown us back 50 years back. So we're not making any progress. When there's no progression, we're just now things are getting worse.
Interesting. All right. So,
you know
that holdback is really, really bad.
You say holdback?
There's some so I can
Trying
barely
to find
communicate.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yes, please. Yes, please. While you're doing that, let me play some footage from today's NDC primaries. Oh dear, sincere apologies about holdback. All right, so very quickly, let's just look at some of the things we see happen for inside the NDC primaries today, because if I don't start the news with this, then I'm not going to do a lot of good service to honor. Or you're not going to watch some of those things we happen today across Nigeria. Now wow, this one not just for one word or one place. So now wow, people can they say, what in the name of crowd is this? What's going on there? And then remember, they also do some counting today, you know, as they count winners of different wards and all that. People can't note something. Some they talk say, so they're supposed to do the jumping. You know, we don't get a conventional style of calculating and counting numbers for Nigeria. While others say no. As a party where BC won't lead by example, they're not supposed to that kind of thing. But make I show you some of those pictures. That's really good.
For NDC primaries, party primaries. You can see the mammoth crowd. Everywhere is filled up. You can see the mammoth crowd. NDC is here to stay. NDC is the party for Isalambano. You can see the mammoth crowd. You can see the crowd in Isalambano today for NDC party primaries. The crowd is intimidating. Every other party in Isalambano is dead and buried. As long as NDC is here, NDC is here to stay. NDC is here to recover. Isalambano is NDC. Isalambano is NDC. Any other party that is contesting against NDC is dead and buried. NDC Isalambano, we are formidable. The party is formidable. You can see the mama.
This was the initial video I played to you, and that's the NDC primaries in Rivers State. Remember that it's just one area in Rivers State, one location in Rivers State. And Rivers State get 23 local government areas. So not be all. I mean, people no go gather for one place for the whole of Rivers State. I just thought to let you
word by word, it will be easier for the accreditation.
Make una no vex if I choke on with these videos, especially these of una way do Igbo when they do in Nigeria. You know, saying that the work what they do be this one as a minister for information without office and salary. Make a they show na waiting they happen for Nigeria, and for some of una way
Aspirant for the office of House of Reps, Ogoja and Apera constituency. The first we have Barrister Tony Obi, second aspirant Honorable Paul Santos, and the number 3 aspirant we have Mr. Peter Aka O2, known as Peter for Nigeria. Without taking much of your time, we want to make a step in that of the counting of the voters present here. I'm starting with Barrister Tony Obi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For Barrister Tony Ode, we have a total of 5 votes. Total of 5 votes. Please take record. Now we are moving to Paul Santos. 1, 2, 3, 4. For Honorable Paul Santos, we have a total of 4 votes. We are moving to the 3rd aspirant in the person of Mr. Aka Peter, known as Peter for Nigeria. He's also present here. I'm starting with him as the aspirant as the number 1 vote. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 31, 32, 33, 34.
People, there is no need for long talk. Yes. Suffer no tire us. This one when we dey so, we dey okay. No. But we must dey okay. Oh. Yes. That is why 2027. No, you can clap. Clap because we go okay. 2027. We cannot allow the worst of us to continue to destroy our lives. No. Criminals don't do their own in don't reach. No. Let us have leaders to take care of human beings. No. That is why Peter Obi they come. No. How many of us are ready for PO? Not too much. We fit not get plenty money to share. We will not share stolen money, but we will share opportunities for all of us. Capacity. No woman, no nation. So I thank you now. Outside community, you are my people. Kwasi are the day here. They are okay. So that is how it will be. Salam alaikum. So I thank you. I love you. God bless everybody. I greet you,
Please, Morris line is very long. Start from there. Thank you. Yes. Yes. Morris. Thank you. See his line. Still very, very long.
People are confusing with all this placard. People are confusing.
Morris Moye. The line is over 3 lines and it's very, very long. It extends to the end. Oh, Jesus. Can you see?
What are you talking
See the line.
All right, so make I bring Prince Francis Chilaka come back to inside the house because just like the person thought, the lines are too long. You know, go and make I play all those lines. I mean, too much. The crowd, them. What is going on here? What's in the name of crowd? I bet what's you gonna do for the party? Make I just play you one more. Me, you whole body for the road. No vex, sir. This is Ogumolo in Rivers State. All right. So Asimeka just show you, I had to take, as many short clips as possible from different. I guess your legal. Where you go do your own primaries? I think you say be party member, sir. Did you do your primaries?
We're holding sway.
Okay.
We're holding sway.
So let me take a reaction. How did you expect this
humongous? Let me tell you this. APC think that they have control of madness. What they have not realized is that where their own madness stops, another people own the start.
But for now, I'm not sure madness. I'm not sure madness now because I'm not putting the accounts now.
Well, no, we're not getting time for that rubbish. That their nonsense primary they did. No, we're too decent for that.
Oh.
We're just too decent. APC will not see their crowd, but you can see the crowd of NDC. Yes. When the people are tired of a system, it is the people that will speak. What you're seeing is people who are frustrated with the kind of devilish and wicked leadership we have in Nigeria today. So your people that are coming out not waiting for anybody to bribe them. Because NDC, they give shishi. And that is why NDC said, if you want to get the ticket of the party, don't pay any money yet until you emerge as the candidate of the party.
Are you serious? No, the aspirants. Yes. No, are you serious? So that when you waste so if you lose election, you don't lose money.
Simple.
So how would they make money?
It is now the people that have emerged as candidates will be the ones going to pick their forms and make their payments. We need to change the status quo. Don't you get precious? We need to change how things are done. When you put your presidential ticket at 100 million, how many Nigerians do you want to come out and contest it? How many Nigerians? So in other words, it is for the highest bidder. It's for those who, if you follow what's going on in social media, you see a lot of people complaining how they have spent. There's even one that was crying in Imo State. How he has spent almost, 30 or 100 million. And yet, he said that the governor in the night called somebody who went to contest for federal house and failed, and called the person to say, come and collect form in the night. And the person was declared a candidate.
Oh, the one in Ahiazo, the one in your area, I think it's somewhere in Imo State, right?
Yes. Abo also.
Yes.
So you can imagine, you can see the hypocrisy of APC. You can see how bad APC is. They are bad as a party. They call it bad as leaders. Look at a proper. Look at it. You see people coming out. At the time, you say 2027 not going to be normal game. It's not going to be normal game. And going from the south to the north, you will see that the Kwankwasan movement is expanding. It is expanding. People are thought that Atiku is popular in the north. Atiku is not popular in the north. The popularity Atiku enjoys in the north is money politics. While the popularity Kwakwansai enjoys in the north, which is Kwakwanso, is the people. So 2027 will not be as usual. And so that's why we're appealing to Nigerians, go and get your PVC. Hold on. Tie your PVC, hold on well. Now your double barrel. Now your AK-47. Now that AK-47, any politician won't do anyhow, take and shoot them. All these politicians went down when they enter power through Labour Party, can't fail. Any party when I see them, they can shoot them with the voters card.
Okay, so a lot of people go talk, say, remember what's in Atiku talk, say that they bring in experience. Some people, you see, you notice something that happened with the APC and NDC primaries, the counting mechanism. You can't show, say, they be the same people. Meaning, say, it be like saying that ADC be the party will get energy to match APC for their style of politics. Do you think that this NDC, now with the way they are conducting their own very seriously, do you think they have what it takes to match the actions of anybody we won't do anyhow? Just like
see, it's not about how mad you are, and it's not about how long you have been in the market as a mad person. It's about how you are able to coordinate your affairs, how you are able to get people to buy into your vision. Is APC that you're talking about, are they not ashamed that they conducted primaries and on, you call it Igbe Madu, that's what you normally use, the whole of Igbe Madu, to the whole world, to see an adult, a man who has a wife, who have children, suddenly becoming insane, suddenly unable to count 1, 2, 3, suddenly forgetting that when you get to 10, the next number is 11, and not 500, and not 1 million. And you think that such people are normal? People who are so happy that their oppressors are oppressing them, and they are happy. Tomorrow, that man's son, when he cheats in school, and they hold him, they will say, how did he learn it? Not knowing that he's also copying his father. And the man, this so-called parents, these so-called men, these so-called fathers, were misbehaving on national TV with impunity. What are they teaching the younger generation of Nigerians? I keep telling you, I said, what the problem in South Africa today is because the generation of South Africans we have are people who grew up knowing nothing but violence. Knowing nothing, other than being lazy. We're moving it into Nigeria. Gradually, with the kind of political system we're running. Because in the next 5 to 10 years, this generation of Nigerians will be very, very violent. And they will not be able to count, they will not know the difference between 100 and 1 million. Or even 1,000.
You know what made them know? They wish them that kind of thing.
No, because their fathers are leading it. Their fathers are the ones in the forefront. Why is it that the governor's son did not come and do that counting? Why? They send their children abroad to go and learn in a conducive environment. And rather than allowing the Nigerian child to learn under conducive environment, they bring some hopeless, useless parents to come and teach them rubbish. The parents that cannot differentiate between numbers. What NDC has shown to the world is that we can do things in the right order. That's what it shows. It shows we can be coordinated. We can be organized. That is what it shows. And that is what politics is all about. Not this psychophancy, mediocrity, gangsterism that is going on. At the end of the day, who suffers most? It is the same poor Nigerians. They're the ones who suffers most. And a lot of them will never use their common sense. Anywhere belle face. It's a terrible, terrible mindset.
All right, sir. So the crowd still they swell up and people still they talk about the crowd, but like I said, what I would just take one or two things okay, so this is now about insecurity for inside Nigeria. I don't know whether you know, say then the people we kidnap the young the families, that is the school teacher and children being come out today, made them make a video again today. And inside that video, the principal was seen begging and crying for him. I can't even forgive myself if I don't play that video early enough so that Nigerians will see what's happening. So here, they conduct sacrifice to stop our family at the thing from touching us. You speak Yoruba, so you understand.
I mean, sacrifice for what?
He did for DNA. Okay, this time around they say making a destroy a particular politician. For robbing them of the speakers of the problem. Yeah, sir.
Umure tó jẹ́ tirẹ̀ àti kejìlé ọ̀dá dànù kiri ayé ẹ̀kẹ́ bẹ̀tẹ̀ ní dànù. Ọba ti ṣàtúnṣe ni wọn àfi fídíò ní ilé fi ní ríbẹ̀ fún ọ. Onílé àṣẹ la wà. Tàṣẹ báyìí lọ́jọ́ dẹ̀ yíyọ. Tàṣẹ lòrùn fi ràn. Gbogbo ilé táwọn fídíò ní báyìí kárọ̀kẹ́ ẹ̀rọ mọ́ o. Onílé iwájú bá ti gẹ́ran bẹ́ẹ̀ kèrè kí á gbà á. Ẹlẹ́bẹ̀ òlápá kẹlẹ̀bẹ̀ òdẹ́sẹ̀ tí mọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ lẹ́mẹ̀bẹ̀ ògiri tí mọ́ lè tí mọ́ rí tí mọ́ lójú mọ́ rí gbogbo nǹkan tó fẹ́ dà láàmú náírà àti kejìlé kó náà bẹ̀ sí ní ìdààmú lọ́nà lọ́gbọ́gbọ́ ibẹ̀ sí ní jẹ́ tí ẹ báyìí o kọ́ tẹ́jú ilẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀ kó náà mọ́ ṣe gbígbọ́ orókè mọ́ o kó mọ́ ṣe gbígbọ́ orókè mọ́ o kó mọ́ ṣe gbígbọ́ orókè mọ́ o kọ́ ọ̀dẹ nílẹ̀ obìnrin kọ̀yìn sí ọ ọkùnrin kọ̀yìn sí ọ onílé kọ̀yìn sí ọ àlejò kọ̀yìn sí ọ ọmọdé kọ̀yìn sí ọ àgbà kọ̀yìn sí ọ olùkọ́ kọ̀yìn sí ọ àjẹ́jú kọ̀yìn sí ọ ó ti rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ọ̀nà ọ̀sà bẹ́ẹ̀ kẹ́mọ́ fà á rédé bẹ́ẹ̀ akẹ́mọ́ládò kàwọn amúkògbé kẹ́mọ́ fà á rédé bẹ́ẹ̀ ọba rẹ̀ lẹ́kẹ̀ẹ́ mọ́ délé ọba rẹ̀ kẹ́kẹ́ mọ́ rògbò gbogbo orin ọba fẹ́ ṣagbára báyìí kẹ́ bàjẹ́ ọjọ́ ẹ̀yìn ìyá mi ọ̀pàṣẹ ọ̀là kí arúgbó àti ọmọ àbálẹ̀ ẹ̀yìn àbí gbé ẹ̀kú jẹ́
so now the people of Ikeja Adi local government area, a particular candidate of APC, they say in robbed them of the election and they take the candidacy was supposed to be their turn illegal. So because of that, they carry and go their juju front, they do sacrifice and they lay curses on them. People are saying that should politics be that deep? Is it not by the highest winner, the person with it? Is it not by popularity? So why should you now go native or diabolical because of election matters? While others are saying if they go hard the other way, any other person get the right to go hard any other way. Make a pick your thought quickly, sir.
Precious, I beg, all these people when they scam politicians, all these traditional worshippers, some pastors, some imams, then all of them, they are scammers. Now scamming them be. Now scamming now. It's like a child who has not read for an exam. You have an exam coming up in 3 months' time. You have not been reading anything, and then somebody will not tell you, okay, bring your pen, maybe do something. As if you enter the exam hall, the pen will be right on your own. All that thing is coming.
All right, sir. Okay,
Now
so
who fall mugu, now be mugu.
all right, so for inside River State, an elder statesman, Sarah Igbe, see message will be saying for Wike, your brother, for River State.
Well, we'll encourage the opposition to come together and work together. The Rivers Rescue Mission is working to galvanize all the oppositions to ensure there's peace amongst them so that we can fight. For what Wike, use of Wike and his cohort and APC did to River State is a slap on the face of River State. They have poured spit on us, rub shit on our face. And so what our concern is to see how we can galvanize the opposition and we speak in one voice and remove APC.
Okay, so the problem with this statement is saying people don't already react from River State, and people they talk, say, which election, who you want to remove, what thing you want to do, election what they don't finish already. As it stands right now, elections already end. They don't share position from national to all the states. Position don't they shared. They don't even buy vehicles for them. Keep things ready. Just remain made and just affirm them. So you know they like say there is anything any opposition would do that would deter the APC from winning this election. So if people are saying the election has been won already, then what would be the point to even conduct them in the first place? So do you think what do you think the opposition will do differently to undo what they say they don't do already now? That's not the major question.
If we say that the opposition and that the Rivers people will go with the Wike, then it simply means that the Rivers people are not thinking straight.
Nobody said they'll go with Wike. They said election has been won already.
If anybody says that the election has been won already in favor of the supposedly Wike's hand-picked candidate, then Rivers people are not ready. Because if they are ready, they will do the right thing. They will go out en masse and organize a serious protest vote against the Wike's candidate. That's what they should do. They should move now that most of the parties are finished with their primaries. Now they should start campaigning clandestinely. Start holding town hall meetings within their locality and within their constituency. They should start now. There's still enough time. But if you're carried away with the fact that you think Bola Tinubu has won the election or Wike by proxy has won the election, then so shall it be. Right, so the people need to know what they want. After all, the people have not learned anything from their far expatriates. They have not. The Rivers people will not learn.
Are we still in this expatriate business, sir?
You go feel the man know you not see a picture. You not see a picture for government house. The picture there now. Anyhow I want to do, I mean picture already enter and register. Say there was one time he held the state for 6 months. You can't remove that.
All right. And you're ambassador now. So all right, make I quickly show you some things where your village boys and talk today and what's they do to.
Me might be village boy, you. Hey, we are not city boys.
So this on a village boys movement. You know when they share right to
no, village boys. I want to gather
this is the situation report.
Take palm wine. Take palm wine. Hold our voters card for pocket. Merriment. We know they share rice. We know they share fan. We know they even contest election, but they go give us only 14 votes. We know they do those kind of things. We are focused. Our focus is OK movement. Obi Kwakwanso movement. That is our focus.
All right, sir. So make I quickly give you some updates. Say for everything will happen, the people will disagree.
And also one local government here in Enugu State. Here we had the primary election of NDC, Nigeria Democratic Congress. I won the election in primary election of Federal House of Rep in Ozuwan local government area, and also won in Iwetiti. Yes. Then when the party official is about to write the result, now Professor Kubwe ran away with the result. He ran away with the result. What are we saying? What are we saying? We no go green. We no go green. We no go green. We no go green. We now go. We now. We now. We now. Exactly no we do. We now. I say you go win again. We now. We now. Distinguished Senator Dixon Saraki, and also our national chairman and our national secretary, in the name of Barrister Ikenna Morgan, to see what is going on in Ozuwan local government area, where Mazi Ezako, who is aspiring for Federal House of Representatives, won my primary election clearly. Yes. I won clearly. I won in Iwetiti, and that's why I won in Ozuwan. Now, Professor Akubo have run away with a party official material report.
We are here and
they are here. They are manipulating people, but we are here to say no. No. 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 We want to inform the leaders of NDC to have it in mind that Professor Kuba run away with the party material. Yes. Because immediately we stormed here, everywhere was shaking. Yes. They are afraid of Ezak Ejiofor. Yes. I am the only person that the APC is afraid of. Yes. Ozuwan is concerned. Ozuwan is concerned. As you can see, millions, thousands of people here. Here standing behind Mazi Ezako Ejiofor, my people from Ozuwan local government area. So I just want to bring this thing as a situation report for the national leaders of NDC to take note of what happened in Ozuwan and the Iwetiti. Ezako wants the primary election. Professor Kubo should provide the material as soon as possible. Thank you.
Carry. I mean, I hope so. Party will take them serious. And
well, pressure. There's something about politicians when they contest election. Every politician will tell you they have won the election. There is no doubt about it. But I am happy the way it's going about it. Questioning the validity of the primaries that he claims he has won, and also asking the leadership of the party to look into it. I am sure that by the time the leadership looks at it, because the leadership is listening, there are people who have ears for listening to the people. So when they will look into it, and then justice will prevail. That's all I can say.
Okay, all right, sir. I just thank you so much for addressing that very quickly. Before we go straight to every other party do their primaries peacefully. You reach on own and at all to carnival. What is going on here? I just make a show that exists.
What that shows to you is that people are happy to come out. People love NDC. If you're not on that train, you have been left behind. That's your state. It's the love that the people have for the party. And that love is not just about the party, it's about OK movement. Peter Obi and Kwakwanso. That's just it. Because Nigerians are beginning to think right. They're beginning to think straight. And they want a leadership that will address the abnormalities you have in Nigeria today. So when we turn out to carnival, the carnival better pass, grab it, snatch it, and run. So in turning to carnival, we want to ensure that those who came out genuinely and that they're happy.
All right, sir. So very quickly, let me play you the video. I hope I can do this of the lady, the principal.
Please, I am here again to beg the government, President Tinubu, and the governor of Oyo State.
All right, I have to keep it, take it away because of. So she basically was begging, say they don't give them time. So they say that the people, the terrorists were saying that were threatening them. Say, wait till make them will go call government to use force. Why they go use force? If they use force, saying a problem for them. So say make them go tell government right now to retrace their steps and dialogue with them. Because once they use force, that are going to finish all of them. And people are complaining bitterly about this. By the way, your minister was on air today. I mean, lamenting how how insecurity has improved by 70% in Nigeria. And people are saying, which 70%? Before now, but don't get this kind of incidents. Why it be say when things they happen or they like say they get worse? It be like say the government they deflect deliberately the conversation. That is, I'm not telling you what's in they drag your president. Did you hear that message your president sent and the response he gave about security? Including the president's wife, say on Children's Day, you could not even address issues about your full mother's plight. Well, make I show you what's in the Minister for Defense talk quickly.
Well, that's a presidential decision. I've spent over 34 years, so at any time at the discretion of Mr. President, I could be relieved, and so I was let go. And 5 weeks later, I'm back to show you that yes, it wasn't that because I was involved in anything, and far from it. We were the ones that actually identified the coup. We were the one who reported. I was the one who convened the committee that did the investigation. So we did all this together. What we are trying to do now is to show the junior ones that this coup doesn't pay anything. Democracy is far, far better than any military regime. And so this is an opportunity. I just looked at the people that were involved in it and I shook my head because they are just a bunch of confused individuals that exposed very junior officers that didn't know their left from their right and now put them into this mess. It's quite unfortunate. We always feel bad when we see our colleagues derailing. But the good thing is that the system has a way of going about it. The investigation was very thorough. The prosecution now is going, and the court martial will go as planned, is ongoing, and we're giving them all the benefits to defend themselves. But the facts on the ground are very, very clear, and I can tell you that we're following all the processes. Nothing is hidden. It's quite unfortunate what they did. They had no reason to do that. The country was going very well. The armed forces have been taken care of quite very well. We've never had issues with our salaries. Efforts have been made to even increase our salaries and our allowances. Our troops are doing quite very well. We're getting more equipment to fight and make sure this. And anybody who is thinking of planning on coup, I think is just wasting his time. Even the civilians in Nigeria will have taken them down. So I think it was just foolhardy for them to have done what they are trying to do.
Okay. So he also did say that insecurity don't come down by 70% and all of those issues. But
Well,
if they talk, how do they talk how Tinubu they take care of them? When they be say feeding allowance and per day.
Precious. Who taught this thing?
Minister for Defense, sir. Christopher
What's his
Musa.
name?
Christopher Musa.
Well, let me tell the Minister of Defense that Nigerians are disappointed with him. Nigerians are completely disappointed because the Christopher Musa we see today on TV was not the same Christopher Musa we saw as a military officer who told us he had a magic wand to decimate this terrorist. So I'm short of words, so to say, that suddenly he has turned a new leaf, he has become a politician, and so he's now speaking like a typical Nigerian politician. Because a typical Nigerian politician do not see the problem, do not see the situation of the citizens. The only thing they see is themselves. They use themselves as yardsticks for the Nigerian people, which is unacceptable. And to now say that security has gone down by 70%, you can see that General Musa retired is lying. He's lying. If it has reduced by 70%, nobody will be able to kidnap anybody in your state. In Sokoto State, nobody will be able to do that. So sometimes when these people who are in power, when these politicians speak, sometimes, you don't take everything they say. Because honestly, I was expecting the Minister of Defense not to be even talking about the coup for now, not to be talking about people that have been arrested, court-martial. He should be talking about how to rescue people, children, mothers who are in detention, who are kidnapped. That is what he should be talking about. He should be speaking good words to families whose children are out there, whose wives are out there, whose husbands are out there. Not this gibberish he just came to tell Nigerians. For me, it is gibberish.
All right. So meanwhile, I seen they talk this on these communities.
Your Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Alhaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Your Excellency, the Governor of Kogi State, Alhaji Usman Ododo, and Your Excellency, Honorable John Ura, the Dekina Local Government Chairman, and the Senator, Alhaji Eshosho, and also IGN, the House of Rep. This is Aloko Ogananigu. Ogananigu is made up to 20 to 17 community that combine together that made up to Ogananigu. Right now, we are under attack. It's more than 10 days now. We have been pleading. We have been begging. We have been seeking for help for the security agency to help us because we are helpless. Right now, there is no single individual in this community. Nobody. You can't find anybody in any compound. They are all run away for their life. You see, this is not a promise our leader promised us. This is not a promise you promise us. You promise to protect the life and property of your people. Here we are. Our life is in danger. Come to our aid. We are begging. Please, these people have attacked the neighboring village. More than 3 to 4 communities right now. And as I'm speaking with you, we have lost not less than 20 people. Please and please, we are seeking for your help. This is Aloko Ogananigu, the center of Ogananigu entirely. You can see nobody. We are all run away for our life. You see, you promise us we are the leader of tomorrow. You say we are the leader of tomorrow. And today, we find it so difficult to see today's sunset. How are we the leader of tomorrow? Please help us. You see, this particular road is linked to Anyangba. Before the security can reach this particular village, they will spend not less than 4 to 3 hours on the road. You see, we have been begging the government to help us and do this road, which they refuse. And today, we are facing the innocent blood. People are dying. You can see. We are part of Nigeria. Why are you neglecting us? You see, you and your family, your people, they are living fine, eating and drinking, but here we are. We don't even know the whereabouts of our parents. Everybody scattered. Please and please, we are begging. We are begging. Come to our aid. This is Ogananigu. Please and please, come to our aid. Come to our aid. The chairman, please come to our aid. The House of Rep, this conflict, we want it to end. It has been more than 15 days, 15 years right now. We have been facing this battle. Please, these people are much. Please and please, we can't do it alone.
Prince Francis Chilaka, this is really, really very painful to watch and hear him lament like that. This now just a snippet of waiting some Nigerians to go through. Entire community deserted. They call on the governor of the state. This is not Kogi State. What are on their body there? If you about 6 or 7 communities are here, if not more. They deserted. What is going on? Oh, and by the way, let me quickly show you what the president said. He said security is getting better. He talk more about that. I better not vex, make I just show you what it is. You know, so today na Democracy Day.
It's a very great joy because as you are leaders in your various states, communities, you should be home receiving homages and other visitors. To find time to come to this afternoon, this evening, is so refreshing and it's a blessing for all of us. May the sacrifice you made be blessed, be accepted by Almighty Allah. I've heard the remarks. The joy is in the heart. And the fact that we pulled together at the time I faced the challenge of trying to become the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It was very, very challenging. It was tough for those who are in the party with me. Some kept faith, and instead of dodging the bullet, I took it. I took the punch in the chin, very hard one. I started the effort to campaign. I didn't disclose to anybody what I would do. Many of you took the risk and went along because of the party platform and everything.
All right. As I was saying, so our president actually sees himself as somebody who's a hero. Wait, be say. In fact, even Vayonano talking today say our president take the fall to save democracy, and so he did like say, you know, he did something a very heroic thing. Now you do in the midst of all of these things we say they happen.
No, it's not that. It's when you live in denial. The president believes deep down that we are still in the Nadeko era. And what he doesn't understand is that he is competing against himself. And until he is able to win himself over, he will not know the truth of what is happening in Nigeria. You show the video of people running away in Kogi State. Where are they running to? Where are they running to? Because at the end of the day, wherever they are, they would... Precious, you know, this whole thing about this insecurity, it makes you want to shed tears. Because tomorrow, these people will find themselves in IDP camps. And between you and I, nobody will know who has taken over the ancestral home. You can see how that environment was as quiet as a graveyard. So tomorrow, where will they run to? The highest the government will do tomorrow is to say they are opening a shelter and they call it IDP camp, and then the people are there, while those who chase them away from their ancestral homes will go and occupy it. And the government will not blink an eye. And the government will pretend as if they don't know what is happening. So I feel nauseated, because this insecurity thing is getting out of hands. Every day we wake up. That is when you now know how many people have been kidnapped, how many people have been killed, how many people have been wounded. And you tell me we have a government. And you tell me that you are celebrating June 12th, or you're celebrating Independence Day, or you're celebrating Democracy Day. It's a real pathetic one. And the truth of the matter is that the president is living in isolation. He doesn't even understand what's happening in the country. He does not understand.
You think so? Why do you think so, sir?
No, he does not. Because if you understand, some of the things he says, he will not say them. Some of the things he says, he will not say them. And it's so painful, honestly. It's so painful the way we have taken the issue of insecurity. It has become our way of life.
All right, sir. So I know the night is already fast spent, and I don't want to take much of your time, but I just have 2 videos to take your reaction on very quickly, and I'll let you go, sir. Please.
The government of the United States doesn't shoot from the hip on things like this. We've had troops there with drones for quite some time. I think they have a pretty good handle on it. It may be more. Calling these people herdsmen that's been debunked. I mean, that's absurd. These are folks with AK-47s and black flags that yell Allahu Akbar and go and massacre people. This is not a farmer-herder clash. This is an Islamic jihad. And this knowledge really opens the questions, where did they get all these guns? 30,000 people with arms, where did the arms come from? Who's sponsoring this? We know that your national security advisor armed Fulani militia. That's documented. Miyeti Allah, their armed wing, is by definition Fulani militia. And the chairman of Miyeti Allah is the Sultan of Sokoto. So who knows what's going on? I'd ask those guys if they'll be honest with you. But this is huge. This is the group that's been killing the most people, in Christians and other, in Nigeria for the last few years, is the Fulani militia. It's good to have a...
Okay. So, I mean, we've been flogging this, but our president is yet to call it what it is. Why do you think so? If it is actually what it is.
What do you want the president to call it?
Why
your
never
president?
Why is it easy to prescribe TV and not to do same?
Don't forget your president spent, it is assumed to be the federal government that spent about, is it $9 million recruiting a PR firm, so to say, to launder her image. So the government is not interested in you and I. The government is only interested in what they get, and that is why the government will do anything to retain power. So it's our inability to define what is going on in the north that has left us where we are today. That's the truth. That's what has left us where we are. So we need to think out of the box. I have always said, and I'll keep saying it, this idea of de-radicalization, integration, and all of that, it needs to stop. It needs to stop, because at the end of the day, you will not be asking the parties concerned the same question. At the end of the day, what do? You take those who are responsible or those who have caused mayhem, and you say they have repented, and you reabsorb them into the society. So these are the things that are making it difficult for us to curb this insurgency. It's the truth. That's the reason why it's been difficult for us to curb insurgency. Because you
All
cannot
right.
see somebody who has engineered and killed somebody's parents and you say he has repented.
Okay. All right, sir. So make I quickly play you a message from Mr. Badamusi. Make you hear what's in talk to President
This
Tinubu.
message is for Mr. Bayo Ononuga, the spokesman of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Today you left a message on X about the Children's Day, claiming it was from your principal. And it was a nice message, except that it was also a very inappropriate message. It was a very stupid message from a very stupid brain
Ew. Ew.
of a very stupid minion of a very stupid president.
Hey.
How dare you? Children were kidnapped in Borno, 42 of them. In Oyo State, 46 children were kidnapped, along with 3 teachers, one of whom was carrying an infant baby. One of those teachers was beheaded, decapitated, his head removed from his shoulders on video. And that video has been broadcast all over the world. And since that event happened, we've also seen images of torture of the victims of this kidnapping. Melted plastic, hot melted plastic being poured upon the naked backs of victims. We've seen captives being frog-marched, reminiscent of the slave trade, which is clearly what the Fulani Muslim jihadist terrorists, who I believe, this is my personal belief, I believe that they are working for your principal, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, or the man who calls himself Bola Ahmed Tinubu, whom I personally believe now to be Fulani. And since these events have happened, we have not heard one word from either you or your nonsense principal. None of you have seen fit to even attempt to address this situation that happened in Yoruba land. When in your vice principal state, when he was a governor, the kidnap of over 100 girls was organized. Your party were among the loudest and noisiest critics of government in those days. You abused, insulted the president's wife, tried to intervene, wept on television, wailed, "There is God," oh, and you turned that into a comedic moment. You people, you APC demons, turned that into a comedic moment, as if it was something to laugh about. Now this has happened, and these things have been happening since your rotten principal took office in Nigeria. Instead of complaining about it and wailing about it, like President Jonathan's wife did, your principal's wife hopped on the plane, went to the United States to go and lie brazenly that there was no Christian genocide going on in Nigeria, despite all the killings on the plateau, the killings in Benue, the killings in Yoruba land, the killings in Kwara, the killings in Kogi, mostly targeted at churches, whilst church services were going on. It will never be well with you. Because you have allowed some people to lose access to their children. Because you allowed it. Because if your government were not in support of terrorism, you will not be spending $9 million a year on lobbyists in the United States to lie to the world that there is no Christian genocide going on in Nigeria, that there are no killings happening, that it's all farmer-herder clashes, and that everybody is just lying. That even the dead people, the caskets that were buried, were empty. Some of your people said that. You might think that the ability of Nigerians to absorb suffering is infinitely elastic. Let me tell you something. Even the most elastic of human beings have their limits. And as things are now, with the threat upon the Yoruba nation by your Fulani Guinean president, and you, the unfortunate, pathetic Yoruba lackey, and all the rest of you in the APC death cult, you will push Nigerians to the limit very soon. And when Nigerians reach that limit, whatever happens to you, take it like that. You will think you'll be able to rig your way back into office in 2027. Try. Shegwa. Try to rig yourselves back into office in 2027. My prayer is that you should not die, but live to witness the glory of the Lord upon Nigeria. Because you must live. All the thieving that you have been doing, everything must be recovered. So you must not die. We will not give you permission to die. No matter how hard you try, we will spend whatever needs to be spent to keep you lot alive. All of you, even if you are 10 million, we will keep you alive so that everything you stole will recover from you. Nigeria has had it up to here with you. Enough is bloody well enough.
All right, so Prince Francis Chinaka, you see a couple of things when you talk. One, the one he accused President Bola Tinubu of working for the Fulani militia. Two, he called him a Guinean president. Three, and he said something about no matter how elastic limits they for Nigeria, it still gets limits where BC go stretch people to. Do you let me take a reaction quickly to those as I'll let you go and begin. Nigeria's online, please ensure you join the comments.
I've listened to that tip, and it's a tip, something that gives you food for thought. It's a message of, do I call it hope? But it's a message that gladdens your heart, that exposes the inadequacies of government, that exposes the insensitivity of those who govern us. So I really, really like that tip. I mean, that record. I wish it would be played on every radio station in this country.
Sir, did you hear the things he said?
I did.
And you want it to be
didn't miss words. It didn't miss words. He said the things he said, without blinking. But then, this government, when you say certain things sometimes, they enter into overdrive. They just pretend they don't hear you. The next thing, they'll bring up game. They'll bring out drama. They'll bring up something that keeps you busy. But my happiness is that this one he has said his own. There's even somebody else who had said worse things.
But that's not fair on the president.
Because today, precious, I'll tell you today, the purchasing power of Nigerians is getting closer to zero.
All right.
It is getting closer to zero. Things are getting tough. Life is getting difficult for people.
Okay, sir.
Life is getting difficult. I'm telling you.
All right.
These days, if you call me with a number I don't know, I'm scared to pick it.
They may bill you.
I'm telling you.
All
Every
right,
time you
thank
wake
you.
up in the morning and you open your
Mhm.
phone, you just see messages that mess you up.
All right, so let me let you retire. Thank you so much. Good night and God bless you, sir.
Good night, precious.
Thank you, sir. Nigerian's phone lines are open 0817029407, or you click on the link on the pinned page. It will bring you straight into the studio to join the conversation. Sabreratla 007. Thank you so much for the bottle of soft drink. Thank you so much. I appreciate you big time. Okay, we appreciate you big time. Good evening, T.Y. Danjuma. Welcome to the show. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Precious. Good
Yes,
evening,
sir.
Joas.
Welcome,
Prince
sir.
Chilaka, good evening or good night
I
or
don't
good
release a
morning.
night want to come. Making go.
Hey, that
Uh,
guy
uh,
provoke. Oh.
the thing he talk now. As I don't know whether Prince Chilaka here and where he say made them play for every decision. I say, oh,
No,
oh,
make I repeat some of them when they talk.
you
You
write
know,
them now. You were taking notes.
Ah, I don't prepare for all those things because there's even another one where you not talk.
Hey, God.
So you go come the wonder say which kind country be this? How God put put myself for this type of country where you give everything. Come, I put me not put me for this type of put me with this type of people. Kidnappings of children from schools, from villages, from places of worship. I won't focus on children. Okay, I leave women and men, but pregnant women too are going to. Excuse me. Forced recruitment of children, even the underage, into marriages. Torture, sexual violence, execution. Some of them they sell them into slavery. Starvation, beatings. We will see. We know if you talk about the kind of beating they beat them now. There was a case where a child was forced to eat human flesh. Adoption of toddlers, even 2-year-old, and pregnant women. Forcing children to witness killings. You know the trauma. Horrendous killings. Not just any kind of killing. Indoctrination. Coercing children into armed groups. Some of them, they use them as suicide bombers. And recently, I think this one happened yesterday, a pregnant woman born Pikin. They can't take the Pikin, throw and give their dog, make their dog go. People, they wonder, say, why are these things happening? And we just did it. And the president today, he still get mouth to the talk. Get mouth to the talk. Everybody just they go on as if nothing is well. How can God answer our prayers in this country with this kind of a thing there? How can God answer the prayer of the churches, the mosque, where they see this thing they happen, they know if it speak out? Not be just to the mouth. Apart from NGOs where they try. By now, this country is supposed to run the boil. I'm not instigating violence. But this is, so I'm you can see why the guy is provoked. You don't see this things happen. Kill one dog or here. Dog or pet. Na jail straight now you they go. Jail now they go. Not to talk of putting somebody behind. Even to kill chicken. They're not they kill chicken openly. Oh. You go your the way you they buy them. You know, the farm there and then go kill and do everything for you. You can't see it done. Just to talk of taking a human being, you put video there, you they cut in neck, they cut. People they look. That's not a human being. But the question where
That
I'm not
picture
yet
never leave my head. Cutting human being like chicken. You know, basically like as they carry chicken, hold chicken for back. That's what they tie your hand for back now. They begin cut the neck. I don't understand. And we're
everybody
not
did.
there's no outrage. That's what a
No
barbaric.
outrage. No outrage. What is the outside world thinking of Nigeria?
God, I beg you. You know, there's some laws where they for
And
international treaties where suppose they're so abominable that they can invade another a sovereign nation because of some things. I don't understand. No, not invading a sovereign nation, at least helping a sovereign nation that has that is finding it difficult to solve this kind of problem and helping them solve it. Because I don't understand how this kind of thing can happen
no,
anywhere.
somebody has to be tried for human rights abuses. If
I
you are
don't
saying
understand.
that you are,
Hey,
if you are
God,
saying that, if you are saying that you are naming Kwankwaso, you say because Sharia took place in his state, even though his hands were tied. Because Precious, you know, I sent you something about that. Yeah, about what happened. People, they're not telling the truth about Kwankwaso and this Sharia thing. But okay, they are pointing accusing fingers on. If you preside over a country where this nonsense is happening, you should be ready to be tried in Hague. Some people have to be tried. It can't go scot-free. People have to be tried. Because this is, I don't know what word to use to qualify this thing. And the question that I'm asking, you take 200, 300 people, 200 people. Where did they put them? Which house do fit contain all of them? Inside that bush. Which means they are staying outside. So where is your drone? Where is your satellite? Where is your GPS to find these people, to locate these people, and to deal with them? Where are they? Where are they? Because all these people, they are not in a house. They're in the bush there. How can you take children, toddlers, pregnant women, and you're able to take them to your destination? Nobody feel respond. You know how many hours you go take them to walk when you have children walking in the bush? And with that large number, not be motor you take carry them, not be okada. Apparently they are walking. And there's no quick response. What has become of this nation? And then we are hearing that terrorism is going down and all this kind of. Come on. Come on. It's a shame, Precious. This is a big shame. And I don't think God will forgive this kind of sin. They all have to pay. They have to pay. And listen, Noriega and Venezuelan, this thing is coming very close to us. It's coming very close. Because these things cannot continue to happen, and we're asking people to pray, and we're asking people to. I mean, while you are celebrating, you don't even appear to be in a mourning mood. You're celebrating children. You're celebrating independence. You're celebrating Democracy Day. Then you have your people, the cream, the future, women, your teachers, your workers, dying in the bush, and nothing is being done. Precious. I don't know what else to say. The man was right. I may not like some of his language or words when he used, but I don't fault him for being provoked, because these are leaders. They don't lose their soul. Satan don't chop their soul. They are not human beings. Look at top there. Mob Joe, I greet you.
Well, good evening and welcome. I hope you're not as devastated as T.Y. Danjuma.
Precious,
T.Y., I was
greetings.
expecting you to chime in on the NDC thing, but this whole thing don't come Kukuma weaken you. Go ahead, please.
When Mo finish, I will talk about that. But
Yeah, greeting, Precious. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Welcome.
I'm
Welcome.
greeting my brother TY Danjuma. I don't blame TY, okay, because what is going on in Nigeria will make you sober, okay? So let's call it what it is. I mean, I can understand you. You know, we say we are sober here. You know, we are living a good life or okay life. How about you all in Nigeria? But we still, we are still being pained about what's going on in our beloved country. I mean, it's very painful. You know, I mean, look everywhere you look, there's nothing progressive about our country. And you have somebody like Tinubu with apathy that he have. I call it cruelty, okay? The man is a very cruel person. It's all about Emiloko. You know, winning re-election is what he's after. Even when he's kinsman, I don't mean to say kinsman. I'm think I'm using that word in a context, because all Nigeria should be guided. So, but I'm just saying it's close to him. This is a normal human being, and this is the part of the country that got him mostly elected. He got about 80% in that part of the country. You should have expected him to at least. That's what politics is all about, to safeguard in that particular area. But he doesn't care. That means this man, is the one sponsoring. He brought Buhari to this country. So you can say that, he's the one that brings, the Fulanis and all these bandit militia to this country. So you can't deny that. But it's very painful that you just, like a desert, like nothing is happening. Like the country is safe. I mean, we act like, I'm sorry to be very emotional when it comes to talking about Nigeria. I mean, we act like we're not human. And you expect a country to respect you. And you're talking about all this policy, nonsense policy that has not translated to anything tangible. Eh? I was looking at some index today. Okay. Um um 5 African countries rank in the top 10 in terms of borrowing. Of course, you have Nigeria. Nigeria ranked number one in Africa. You have Nigeria there, Ghana, Kenya, Tanzania is right up there, and one other country. That's the top in the top 10, five countries in Africa around there. But the problem is not about borrowing. T.Y. Danjuma, my brother there, you and I live in a Western developed country. We know what happened, during the Obama time, during the, what is it called? When we had that problem, the Obama rescue this country, rescue the auto industry and everything. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is what you use with that money. I mean, we are borrowing, but they are borrowing for this man to siphon the country. When Tinubu finish office, somebody said it, he said when Tinubu finish office, Nigeria gonna have probably some of the most millionaires. Where are they coming? But he just his cronies. That's what all this money is borrowing. All this money that he's borrowing, where has it gone to? And this man has no empathy for human being. People are being massacred. What's the priority of a government? Is it not to safeguard the safety of the people before any other thing is secondary? But he doesn't care. So it's just kind of baffling, that people are dying every day. Now you have all these Hollywood people speaking. Where have they been? I mean, I don't even buy this kind of narrative. You see all of them speaking, talking about Tinubu, you need to safeguard. When it was happening to the north, in the middle belt, nobody's saying something because the chicken has come home to roost right now. That's why all of you are crying. You should have been speaking like you were that you must speak. Say then, where is all those pastors? All those Nigeria should be burning right now. Everybody should be protesting. But are we docile or just scared? I don't know. I think somebody would say it's easy for me to say that because I'm in America. I'm not home. If I'm home, I probably wouldn't have been doing anything. But for how long is it that Nigeria hasn't suffered enough? I mean, I'm just baffled. But anyway, I came here to ask Precious about the primary today about NDC. How you went and everything. I have not watched anything, but I saw that was Aisha. Aisha, I think she withdraw, right? My own understanding from right. But I don't see anything wrong with that. If that area, the people in that area say we want another person, they shouldn't make because she's Aisha, he has to get that position. That's the way I see it. I don't see anything wrong. I mean, NDC is a very young party, so they're still growing. Even I thought there may be some friction in some of the regions, which I think they say somebody say somewhere in Enugu. There's nothing wrong about that. I mean, it's a new party, so I don't see any friction. But the crowd I see, I was impressed. I'm not saying the crowd is going to translate to winning, but It seems like they are more organized. But if I'm wrong, Precious, you can educate me on that. Thank you, Precious.
You came late to church now. You came late to church, and you not make me start service again because of you.
No, just give me 2 or 3 line, please, on that. I need to know. I don't know what
The
happened
one
there.
thing you say you go back, go watch from beginning again. May you see what happened.
Come on, my sister. Come on now. Don't do
Let
me that
us,
now.
when we
It
finish
was a
talking, you
massive
can now
turnout.
you can now go through it again. You can't
It
be,
was
because
it
me, I
was a
also,
No,
massive
I didn't say go through again. But what I'm saying
You know
was
what
it
will happen?
successful?
Yes, it was. It was successful. So
Okay,
that
that's
all
all
I
I
was
need to
saying.
know, Precious. I can watch it.
It
no,
was largely successful. I think Peter Aka won his own primaries. Of course, we know that
really?
after everybody win their own, their national headquarters going, write the result at the end of the day. But the turnout was really very successful, huge. In fact, at Chebi, the early stage of this event, this show, I played excerpt of it, and I'll keep playing it. Like, I can see this. This is in River State. This is in River State.
Yeah, there's one Nigerian guy that was showing different part of the country, Kanu, Enugu, River State, the crowd and
But I
everything.
told
But
you like this now.
so
That was what I did. That was what I did at the beginning of this show. I was showing
okay,
you.
thank you. You don't have to relay. You don't have to relay that to me. Let other people have
So
opportunity.
you
Thank you,
can go
Precious.
back and watch from the beginning of the show. But maybe I'll just keep repeating
No,
the
no,
side.
that's fine, Precious. I don't like to. I don't like to usurp other people, right? That's fine.
No problem. No problem. Thank you so much. Mr. Obising, good evening and welcome.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. Good evening,
You're welcome,
the
sir.
grandfather of the platform. Let's.
Who made Tiwa Danjuma the grandfather? Who
I
made
beg
him?
you can I leave T.Y. Danjuma.
Well, I met him here. So, anyway, they say make we dey rejoice that Nigeria is Uhuru now. Nigeria is all,
I'm actually very worried about the crowd, the massive turnout.
why are you
And
worried?
I am worried.
Ihe ọma ọsọ gị nsọ?
Oh, Jim, Father Lord. It hasn't
Hmm?
come to that, sir.
So why are you worried now?
So I am worried because if these indeed two things that happened, the turnout, okay, three things that happened. If you compare side by side the primaries election and the one that took place at the APC primary election, you see that there is a lot of joy, like genuine happiness from the crowd. I'll be playing them here so you see. In
Okay,
fact,
this last crowd, right?
not be this last crowd. All the states, there was no way there is no jovial and happy crowd.
No, that I mean the NDC crowd. That's what I mean.
Absolutely. So
Okay.
so it just got me worried that wait, why we get a set of people we did this genuinely
No,
happy
because
about waiting then they do for me.
initially I thought that Nigeria is one place where we claim we are so educated, yet we are not. Nigeria is a place where we don't know how to define 25%. It's a place where we don't know how to define, even the lawyers don't know how to define status quo antebellum. Is that not how they spoke that grammar? We speak big grammar, we still don't understand it. Nigeria is a place where we don't know how to count 1, 2, 3. At least with this now, you can defend your country that no, we know how. Some people don't know how to count 1, 2, 3. Some people, now we
I
know
was
how to
actually
count 1,
going
2,
to
3.
mention that as my second reason. So that
Yeah.
sheer happiness, two, the fact that you notice that largely the counting was very normal. It be like saying
Yeah.
the new arithmetic level, the way we don't change. So they've not upgraded their arithmetic style. And then three,
Nigeria has upgraded. Arithmetic style is not how to count 1, 2, 3 now, right? That's the new arithmetic. At least on one occasion, we know there are people that know how to count 1, 2, 3. We now know people who we can send back to kindergarten to go and learn how to count 1, 2, 3. Now we now know people who can count 1, 2, 3, and probably they would know how to read ABCD. Because if you don't know how to count 1, 2, 3, obviously you wouldn't know how to read ABCD. So that means there are people we will send back to kindergarten, go and learn how to, whether you have had professorship before, as long as you cannot count 1, 2, 3, go back and learn, But anyway, again, good evening, everybody.
Good
we
evening,
are still
sir.
in this same topic. Even though I didn't know the talking point initially, I overheard TY Welling. One do not well, you know. Jesus at a time he said, Jerusalem, do not cry for me, cry for yourselves, weep for yourself. I think, and that time has come when Nigeria will start weeping for themselves, because somebody today said the insecurity or insecurity, it has been tamed up to 65 to 70%. So everything is going on well. You know, the look of bread will soon come down. Everything is going on well. Yeah, people are suffering. But what I think there are a certain set of people that when they are in power, when Jonathan was in power, everybody had the guts to come out. Probably they saw his demeanor, knowing the type of person he is. Maybe he cannot kill people that are protesting. Whereas there are some people who, when they're in power, everybody will shed their sword or shed their tongue because they know that this person will come against them. Something will happen. They are killing your teachers in the bushes, killing innocent 2-year-olds. But what the government is interested in what VDM was doing in his page. You know, today I heard that Masob is organizing, telling churches in the East to observe May 30th as memorial. And that is Nigerian military, because they don't have job. All this insecurity, they have quelled all insecurity from the north to the east to the west to the south of Nigeria. So they are bedeviled by Masob asking churches in the east to observe Memorial Day. We just celebrated Memorial Day in this country. And this is a country that fought civil war. We just celebrated Memorial Day. So what is wrong in this section of the country? If you guys say you're not gonna, you recognize June 12th just for one man. You recognize June 12th just for one person. But these are people that you murdered a whole millions of their fathers and mothers and sisters and cousins and uncles and aunts. And then you don't want them to remember it at all. You want them to bury it. Nigeria is, I lack the word to use to qualify that enclave called Nigeria. You know, yesterday I wanted to come on when Catch was here. I don't know, obviously, what gives him the optimism that Nigeria will one day be okay, which I know it will never be, and I don't pray that it is. You know, because these are people that are killing my people, that don't want us to raise our head. Yet every little thing, they will not kill. The people that are killing them, they will not talk about them. But the people that are not doing anything, that are living their lives, but whenever they say something that they want to remember, what is wrong in my remembering my uncles you killed? Why must it be a problem that Nigerian military said it's illegal for churches in the East to observe memorial? And yet they have 16th of January every year that they remember the fallen hero. Fallen hero on what? But you want to remember your own. You don't want me to remember my own. Nigeria is a farce, as far as I'm concerned. You know, well, as I said, every time we come here and we will talk. But I am glad that NDC has differentiated themselves from the lot. We know that they're all the same. After all, people people that are defecting from APC. Why are they defecting? Because they didn't get their way over there. So they are coming over here. Yeah, probably, maybe they will have a change of heart when they come over here. But they're all the same kind of tempers coming together. If they will make a meaning, they will make a meaningful thing out of their coming together to aligning with this guy, Obi, to make the country move forward. That would be great. That would be fine. But we should be able to tell ourselves. And until Nigeria come out, when Obasanjo came, he brought out what they call Truth and Reconciliation, which they did. I think he took that cue from South Africa. And I feel that if anybody that is coming, if God helps Obi to come, that is one thing he should do. If you want this country to remain one, you should be able to organize what they call Truth and Reconciliation. Let people come and say, you know what, let me be able to tell the Fulani man, you are killing my people. Let him defend himself. Let him also tell me where he felt or he feels I'm wronging him. Okay, we should be able to come to the table. You don't want to muzzle. Even the Bible says, "Thou shalt not muzzle the mouth of the animal that is stemming your field." When you are using a horse to cultivate, thou shalt not muzzle. So why should Nigeria muzzle the mouth of a certain section of a people? That is my anger every time I come here. And yet others can say whatever they like. Others can do whatever they like. Okay? They gave you list of people that are killing your people. List of somebody went to who's claimed he's a cleric, went to the seat of Islam. They chased him back. Why? And yet Nigeria is accommodating him. Those people know what he is. Those people know that his hand is in what is somebody, you know, a prophet met a king in the Bible. It says, your house is thou the troubler of Israel. Some people are a trouble to Nigeria. When they go out, they chase them back. They don't want to. Yet you're a cleric. You had your PhD in Islamic studies in that country. But they chase you back because they know that you are anyway, let me not say something. Yesterday I wanted to contribute when they were talking about insecurity. Somebody's, you know, the person you call your president is not in charge. I know, Precious, you don't like that part. He's not in charge. There is a man somewhere that ties shower curtain on his head that is remoting what is happening in Aso Rock. And I stand my ground every day I say it. Because I think I have listened to one interview from Martin Olnovo. I don't know when that interview happened. But Martin Olnovo, when Buhari was in power, Martin Olnovo said categorically that Buhari is a sponsor, was you know, an accomplice to what is going on. And up until today, all of them that are tying shower curtain on their head, they are the ones that are the problem that we're having in that country. And until somebody comes up and have the ball to call them, let the National Assembly interview them, talk to them. Precious, there was something I sent to you today. You see how citizens engage their lawmakers. That was a citizen calling. You see how he was challenging the lawmakers. Okay, that is a country that has the freedom of speech. That you are my lawmaker, you are my leader. I elected you to lead me. It's not as if you are better than me, but because all of us can never be on that seat called presidency, we say, okay, go and help us lead our country. You are not better than any one person in Nigeria. You are not. That Nigerians voter, if Obi comes there tomorrow, it's not that he is better than any one person in Nigeria. He is not. But because all of us will never be there, we say, nah, go there and represent. We all do it in our small union. Go there and represent us. And you go there, you become akwa. You don't want everybody, you don't want people to talk anymore. When we talk, you gag us. How can the country move forward? And then you leave what you are supposed to be doing. You leave your job and be pursuing rats. When you learn about okay? Your house is burning, but you're busy chasing rats. Why should it be? They should leave Ndiwe alone. They should leave the Southeastern alone. It is enough that you guys have created states, gave us only 5, and gave every other region 6 and 7. That is enough. Leave us alone. in our that small dot in the sea. Leave us there. We are thriving. We are not begging you for food. But each time we talk, you want to kill us. And you're not going to kill us because you are not our creator. So Nigeria should learn to lead, to rule, how nations are ruled. I asked the gentleman that came the other day, if it means going out. When I started my first job in Lagos as a travel agent, I remember how they will bring police officers, a dozen, 2 dozens to go overseas, to go and learn, to go for training. I don't know whether it still happens today. There's nothing wrong in bringing, having, whether it's called police college, whatever, bring a foreigner to teach you guys the etiquettes of how to deal with citizens on the streets. Every little thing, you kill them. People they are not eating well. They don't have water to drink, to take to bath. They don't have lights. They don't have good road. The only one God gave them to exercise, the mouth to exercise their right, you will still muzzle them. You still want to kill them. So what do you want? We should ask these leaders, what do they want from Nigerians? That Peter Aka will come and say, Tinubu, what has Nigeria not given to you? Why do you want to? All these people that are doing all this stuff, they should remember that there was a time they were also youths. They should remember that there was a time they were growing up. They should remember that there will be a time they will be old and they will need somebody to lead them. Most of them will, nobody knows how he will grow old. None of us, me speaking, nobody knows how they will grow old and then become vegetable at some point. They should remember those days. They should remember that there was Musa will remember that after serving, he will become also a bloody civilian. And then whatever every seed he has sown when he was there, and especially now that he is a minister, he's now started eating, with the politicians. He should know that whatever he does, there is posterity to judge all of us. As my message tonight is that Nigerians should let Igbos be. Nobody we say make things so bad. They should let the Igbos be. If we want to remember our fathers, our uncles that you guys killed 1967 through to 70, you should let us celebrate them. If you are celebrating only one man, Abiola, June 12, why will we not celebrate our own over 3 million people that you killed? They should let us be. That's my own. Day one.
All right, thank you so much. Well, somebody did ask a question. I don't know. It's not part of my conversation, but I don't know if anybody wants to chime in on it. CJOJ says that Very Dark Man, meetings Jose had said he would fundraise if the government does not. And people have their opinions about this. Moreover, we know that the reason why this. Sorry, who's the person talking? Please, kindly help us mute yourself if you're busy. So we do know that the major reason why they seek for funds is to use it to equip themselves to fight Nigerians more. So he said even if it's 1 billion, people are saying that will it be fair that he packages 1 billion and hands over to the terrorists so that he will use it to buy more equipment to fight Nigerians? While others are, how can you leave this, bring them out alive at this point is what is needed. I don't know if anybody wants to chime in on this. It's not part of our conversation, but someone did ask the question.
I have a question, so I have something to say.
What I will say on that is that is it tied to what I was saying? If you don't know how to do a thing, you go and look for people to do how to do it. It is not only in Nigeria that you have terrorists. It's not only in Nigeria. Yes. It's not only in Nigeria that you have terrorists. I know they will not go to Israel because Gumi don't want them to go to Israel and learn. They want to go to Turkey, who is also a terrorist country, to come and teach our army. how to terrorize their citizens. They should learn.
All
If
right.
they don't know
So
how
it
to
was just a
do,
pure
let me
question.
finish. No, let me finish. If they don't know how to engage terrorists instead of giving them money that will fund them again, they should learn. If there are Nigerian soldiers, I heard that American soldiers are on ground. They should let those people teach them how to go into that enclave and rescue these people, and there might be minimal loss. But instead of going there to say take 1 billion, tomorrow they will come and still ask you for 3 billion, and you go and give them. They should learn how to engage these people and rescue the ones that they will rescue. Unfortunately, the ones that might go, might go.
Mm-hmm.
And it's unfortunate. But they should learn. American soldiers are on ground. They should go and, nah, we don't know how to do this. Can you help us? There's nothing wrong in that. After all, many times, most of our professors, they go outside to learn and to become professor and come back and do something. Most of our doctors here are doing so well. Okay? Let them go learn how to engage terrorists, conquer them. And there was 1 year, I can't remember, there was 1 year, that was when Bush was in power, or Obama. I think it was Obama. When it was Al-Shabaab off of Somalia that hijacked the American ship. Did you see how they killed the terrorist was holding one of the American seamen, yet a sniper shot and killed the terrorists that were holding somebody. They should learn all these things. All these things are marks, it can be learned. They should go and learn. Instead of giving these people money, 1 billion, tomorrow they come for 3 billion. Then before you know it, they will go to all the states of Nigeria, and then we will be left behind, we will be left helpless. Everything, but when IPOB do it, you say they are IPOB, they are terrorists, you go and kill them. You know how to go to IPOB and shoot them and to kill, but you don't know how to engage Fulani to rescue your people. That is the height of hypocrisy. They will go to all the states of Nigeria, and then we will be left behind, we will be left helpless.
All right, thank you so
I'm
much.
sorry.
Thank you. Well, since there's no other response to that, Chris, you're so much in a
I'm
hurry.
here.
There are other
Okay,
people who are here
sorry.
before you.
Oh, sorry,
But
I didn't
let
know.
you
I just.
It is according to
Okay.
it is your first confessor
Oh, no
basis.
verse, my darling. I know yesterday I tried, I couldn't connect again.
No problem.
Today
Oh,
I
yes,
cried and
today you
sorry.
quick, I'll let you talk.
Okay, no verse.
All right, so
Yeah,
go ahead.
my senior brothers, I greet everybody. If you go for Tiwa Nigeria, you have mental health problem. And my last brother was speaking, and sometimes when I want to talk about Nigeria, I hate myself not to go emotional. But sometimes when I look at online, the things our people engage themselves, you begin to pity. We that in diaspora self is more worried than is more putting more effort than them that is home there. Because the kind of things they engage themselves in social media makes me mad. I begin to wonder, is it the kind of people, is it the people that they are dying for? The issue of VDA came up. I saw how they were making comments about get him, kill him, whatever. As if I'm not his fan, as if he is the problem, without even talking about the problem of the people in the bush. So I'm asking, they have a Sunday Igboho that was standing for Eurobus that were making noise. If Peter Obi comes to Western side, he will do this, he will do this. Where is him now to bring him out to go to the bush? Where is which is this tout they use for the UK election for that the son that is in UK, the one that said Mama Sunday don't come out, don't come out. Where are those area boys that know how to hunt anyone? Now this have come to their demons or blockers. So I begin to wonder. Now this woman I saw today that make me to participation. I'm in a hurry. I saw the video of the woman from the bush, from the woman begging for calling them to come and rescue them or whatever for Children's Day and everything. I was speaking, say, this is a very simple thing that to trace where that video was made from. Trace what the video was made from. But they will not do it and trace the video where the video was made from, sent from, who sent it. But if it's another person that talk anything that the government is doing, they will pick the person overnight. So I begin to wonder, is there any different law for the terrorism or for some group of Fulani, or a different law for the Greek citizen of Nigeria? And this thing you see making people again, intimidating people not to say things when they want to say things. So I'm really totally confused. I can't understand. If you can trace where video is coming from or where other people make the video, why can't you trace where all these terrorists are making their own video, are making an announcement to show you in the same community of internet? But if it's me and you make any they will trace the VP number, trace IP number, trace everything and get the person the following day. So what happened? What is happening? So that shows, another people will say that our government and Nigeria are not ready to fight for this terrorism. They are not ready, and you cannot depend on America, depend on someone to come and fight for you. Every other country that liberated themselves, where we say we are enjoying, they fought.
Hello, are you there, brother? Mr. Chris, are you there? Has thy network failed thee? All right. If that has happened, MC, let me let you jump in on the conversation. Um, let me let you have your say. If he comes back, you give him a break to continue. I think this is network. Go ahead, please.
Hello, precious. Good evening.
Good
Good
evening.
evening.
Good evening.
See you later, Juma. Good evening. The Grand Patriot. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Uh, it's a pity. I think I saw the video. The lady and the children, which are still pleading for help or something.
So
You
that's so hard.
see, you see. That's why each time. The last time when Dr. Catch came, as I said, when we're talking about military, police, or whatever, I said, where are the police? You see, if we really have a functional society, by now, I believe the police, they should have known where these people, where they've kept them. I believe there is something they call they are trackers. These videos, the videos that they do publish, this video they do. There's an IP address attached to it. There are IP address which you can track this video, where this video was made, and maybe those internet whatever. But for me, sometimes I feel that there is no political way to do it. It's like everybody is just. It's not my business. It's not. This has got nothing to do with me, so they just ignore. Like I always say, the country the country has a leadership issue apart from and the few people that have carved the country to themselves is like well what because what I can see here now is like territory. They are all fighting for territory. The leader of the country is fighting for control. There are other set of people fighting for control. So that is the reason why sometimes I would say the people needs to start asking or start demanding for what belongs to them. They need to start talking, start saying, start asking for what belongs to them because Nigeria cannot continue like this anymore. They've left that country for some few individual to do to do it as they please. Do the country the way they feel like, the way they please, as in do whatever they like. But it is not time now for the people to start saying, no, it's time for us now to start asking for what belongs to us. Take the country back and rebuild the country. I did say something yesterday. I said, now, 2027 is getting close now. So these people now that are coming out now to say, we want this position. I want to be I want to be in Senate. This one says I want to be in the House of Rep. In this zone, because I've been replaying this whole thing in this zone now because I don't believe these people even have offices in the zone, in those district, in the district, the zone, and everything they represent. They are representing or something. I don't believe they have any offices there, which the people can easily go there, see them, speak to them, have a conversation with them. So, and Even if what the people is requesting for is above them, and the person that is meant to do it, if it is the governor, if it is the president, you direct the people down there. So the people will know now, yes, we are to hold these people accountable. These are the people who are meant to provide these things for us. And it's clear already that most of the power is on the federal. Is on the federal. The federal has most of the power. Like in terms of those the tax issues and all that. In terms of the insecurity we're talking about, is the federal that is responsible for that. The people knows that yes, the federal is responsible for the insecurity. They are meant to provide security. They are meant to tackle the insecurity. So in terms of the price controls and everything, they know that in terms of pricing, food, commodity, and everything, they know in terms of the monetary policy and everything, they know that it's federal that is responsible for those things and all that. So now the attention can be directed to the federal on this area. But in terms of maybe the councils, like the council, the local council, the senate, the house of rep. There are some allocation that is meant for that is being given to those people to take care of their zone. The people then know now, yes, our attention needs to be focused to these people and hold these people accountable for what they are supposed to provide in those locality if they do not provide those things. So I believe when this whole thing and the most important thing now the people, and these people should go to these people door to door, make themselves known to these people that this is who we are. This is who we are to you. That education, that awareness, and everything needs to be created for these people so that these people now know where to go, who to hold responsible on these issues. As for as for the security aspect, like like I've always said, I said that country is on autopilot because let me put. I'll make an example here. You see, sometimes now when you're at home now, let's say the grandparents and the elderlies which we have at home, they will tell you don't bother them, or don't stress them much, don't stress them much because of their age. See where that Juma? Just a quick one. I think you still have. Do you have elderly as well, right? I believe do you
Yeah, what do you mean? You mean
like
parents? Or
yeah, parents, the elderly? Yeah, you do you?
no?
Okay, oh, okay. I just wanted to put a question across. You know, sometimes like the people that have those elderly parents as well and everything. I think you know sometimes there are some issues, maybe issues arising. They will advise you don't bring this issue to them, right? Because of the stage they are now, right? I think you know that.
Yeah.
Very, very good. So now, just think, read meaning to the person leading the country at the moment. I think we were talking about the age which the person is now at the moment. And we're talking about that, right? Yeah. So have you asked yourself, why is the children, they're always in a way, people you could see the people around him guiding or whatever. Have you asked yourself that? Huh? And again, that tells you that sometimes there are so many things that this man is not even aware of. Maybe they don't even bring to his table. And when you see him, okay, if you watch him yesterday, trying to express himself, you could see the way he was talking. They're asking you questions about insecurity. What did he say? You see like the way he was talking like every other person, like a preacher. You're going up, and your job is to tackle that security head on. If it means you putting your life on the line, because that is what you signed up for. It's like the military as well. You're the head, you're the commander in chief, right? But from the way he was talking, you could see that it's not even, it doesn't bother, it doesn't care. He just gave you some quotes. He gave you guys from the quotes from the between the Abraham and Isaac and everything. Make reference to that and everything, telling you people to go and digest it so you guys know what to do. So that's why I always say that if the head has a question mark, so the bodies will do whatever they like because there's nobody to direct them. That this is what you did because the head is not there to direct the body that this is what you must do. Or I give you so timeline, 24 hours, trace these people and bring this. There was something Obasanjo once said. He said when he was in government, he said most of these things, we know how we tackle these things. We know how we trace these people. We know how to get, if we want to get anybody, we know how we do it and we will get them. So the political will is not there to tackle this issue on because all they are concerned about is 2027. It's 2027. So I don't know. The governor of the state said he ordered some drones that will help him track everything. So in all of this now, so it tells you that because honestly speaking, even as for the police, maybe they will recruit most of those old people in the police or whatever. They will retire most of them and recruit people that are ready to really look after to really do the job for the country. Honestly, I believe when the country is on reset, when they reset the country, maybe, but there is still hope because
Thank you.
if you look again now in other words, it's saying the ransom of a thing. If you give these people more money, you're empowering them more. It's like you're giving them money to come use against you because that money they're going to use it to restock their arms, get more arms, get more, recruit more, get more people, get more arms and all that. Then go again and capture fresh and go and capture fresh people again. It's the same cycle. So because these people now need because the security agency and everything now needs to face these people head on. That's just the truth. Because you cannot give these people, you cannot risk that. That is why you see over where in the Western world now where we are, there's a policy. You do. I think there's a policy that is always there that you do not negotiate with terrorists. You do not negotiate with them. Rather, they intend to make an example of those terrorists so that to deteriorate them that so that next time before they try to make that move, they will think twice. Okay, now you see here in Canada now, the threat level now for the terrorism now is medium. Is medium. Maybe meaning attack is highly likely to happen or whatever. The UK now is severe. Attack can happen at any time. So, but in Nigeria now, I don't know the government has given to its people to say, oh, be vigilant, do this, do that, or this is what you must do. I have
All
not
right.
seen anything of such.
All right. Thank you. Let's take
It's all
other.
right, it's all right, precious. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Kindly like and share this post, please. If you are still watching, please like and share and make sure that as many people as possible see this post. The flagship, good evening and welcome. Thank you for joining us, sir.
Good evening, Precious. How are you today?
Yes, sir. I'm very well. Thank you. How about you?
Very well, thank you. And good evening
You're
to
welcome, sir.
every other person on the panel. I could try
Yeah.
not take too much time. Precious, you know what? Yesterday,
Mm.
I found myself caught in a serious, long thought uh, 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 session. I was uh, I was very sober because I I was looking at the situation after that meeting with the cat yesterday. I went back to think about a few things, and the one thing that really saddened me most was the silence of the church in Nigeria. And then I asked myself, what is the role? what be the role and responsibility of a church in any community? Where they
You want to know? You want to know?
Well,
Ah,
you don't need to answer me now,
church.
but if you
But
want
church,
to answer my question,
no. I go answer you now. Our church for Nigeria, their primary responsibility is to win souls for God. Souls for God, and those people go pay tithes, and they take care of the pastor, even sow seeds to the pastor, so that the pastor will they protect them spiritually. They pray for them. Uh-uh. You have to win
you
soul
know,
for Christ first. That's the number one priority.
well, now misplaced priority, oh my sister,
You see.
and I misplaced priority because the souls when you say you they win, so that they die, that they kill them, and you forgive me. Now mistake now they make so with this comment. May God forgive me. The church and the God that they win the souls for, not to defend the people. The the leaders of the churches, the general overseers, the ones that are closest to God, the ones who tell us that they have special grace, anointing, connection, and every other thing with God that the people, the members of their churches now get. These ones automatically can deform deaf and dumb. They see no evil. They are not hearing of the evil that's going on in the land. Life goes on as like nothing is happening in the country. So I went through, I couldn't go back to Bibles, go look. Like I see where this thing called church start from, what were their roles, their responsibilities to each other, to the community where they belong, and to government for wherever they did. And what I saw, I couldn't put it pari passu with what is going on in Nigeria. It's totally the opposite. The leaders are disconnected from their members. They don't care about the welfare of their members. They don't really know what their members are going through. Maybe not all of them. But when you hear the big ones around who have the loudest voice, that even if they don't scream and they don't shout, if they speak one word, it will go a long way to fixing some of the problems that we have. Elijah in the Bible confronted King Ahab when he did misbehave. Samuel confronted Saul when he was misbehaving. Nathan confronted David when David misbehaved. Elisha confronted many prophets, many kings in the land when they were doing things against the people, when there were injustices in the land. They spoke out. They were not silent. Now God might tell them, make them speak so they can stop the evil against the people of God or the people in the society. How come our own don't form deaf and dumb? Don't tell me that they don't see what is going on. Don't tell me they don't hear about it. T.Y. Danjuma said something not long ago. He said, how can God answer the prayers of Nigerian Christians when all of this is going on and they seem not to care? A mother with an 18-month-old is in the bush with these bad guys. Little kids. I couldn't wonder, say, do these people look at their grandchildren and
feel okay? Do they even think for a minute that, wait a minute, what did this one slip out of my hand, enter the hand of some crazy person, and I don't know where the picking did? What would I do? How would I feel? What would I say? Would I be able to carry my Bible and come to my pulpit and act like nothing is going on? There is a guy, it's an OAP, a few years ago, called Ife Dayo. I'm sure we all know him. In 2017, he threw a bomb on social media that affected the church when he challenged tithing in Nigeria. You and I saw how all the pastors came out like wounded lions, screaming, shouting out of their lungs, many of them. Many giving the guy number of days to live before he's taken out of the earth, because he spoke on something that affected them. Tells you where their minds are. The people, when they give you this money, when they put them for your offering buckets and bags every Sunday and days that you meet, are dying. They are being killed. They kaput them on a daily basis. You seem not to care. It make me to question Christianity. Not God. I know there is the Father. I know it for sure, and I believe in that. But I question this Christianity practice in Nigeria today.
I agree with you, and that's one conversation I don't like to have, because it's something that I have also questioned. Is a place where you are now, and the questions you ask today, I've asked myself some 10, 15 years ago. I've been asking myself. I did seek answers I didn't get, and it changed my narrative. Christianity, as I am today, I would rather see God for what I have read from the Bible and what I believe God is than what any man of God tells me God is. So I don't like to have that narration of Christianity,
It's a
because it's something
difficult
else. You know, say
conversation, but
Nigeria. You know, say for Nigeria, would they go church? We not even know Bible interpretation. Only waiting our pastor talk. Papa saying like this for Bible. Like you don't have head to read it, but oh, bros, no vex. No could just face Nigeria matter lead Bible, because I don't see why Nigerians are sick. We have the Christian Association of Nigeria at a very awful time that we have a Muslim ticket, and Christians have not died in the number that they have died this year before, according to the statistics that at least the US and others don't tell us. And the Christian Association of Nigeria, they play politics. They're political arm of religion. They're playing politics. And guess what? It's even more saddening that the so-called chairman of CAN is even from my state, River State. It's painful.
I don't like to mention names.
I beg.
But we know the big ones around. When it comes to net
They have
worth,
been calling them out now. And what would they do?
But when it comes to net worth in the world, quick to identify
Nigerian Christians are among the top 10 richest, I think 3, 4, 5 of them, among top 10 richest pastors in the world.
5 of them, 5.
Where the money they go.
Globally.
And then the same country has the poorest people in the world. What are you even talking about? And then what is religion? What is religion? So I have a lot to say about this.
Allow me to speak.
Ordinary me will be pastor. You see, one of the things that deflates my finances is the number of benevolence I do every month. I can't stand somebody lack and I don't give. I don't know how. Even though people have abused that situation several times, but I don't know as if you tell me say you never chop, make I not give you. Or your pikin they go school, make I no help. I don't know how to do it. And I ask myself sometimes, if I have mind like this to want to help, and then the church, people who are supposed to be Christ-like, exemplary of God on earth, what are they doing with the finances?
Are you telling me that if the big one when we get the biggest in Nigeria, if he open his mouth speak today against this nonsense that is happening in our land, that he not go push back to some extent, he not go make some people sit up? Uromi last year, was it 12 of them or 11? We all saw the news and what happened. You saw the reaction from their own in the north.
Instantly, they didn't waste time on. Okay, so
That the governor of the state,
yes,
the governor traveled there to beg on his knees.
But meanwhile, more than that number of people don't die for his states by people alleged
what
to
are you
be
talking about? That our own church leaders, they can't speak. I hear one of them sometime last year, late last year, they say, I've been early this year, they say he's a man under authority. The authority being Khan. If Khan not talk, he not go talk. But in 2012, he was on the street. Now he's a man under authority. And the people are dying. Say something. Don't tell me you are talking to the president behind. Say something. Make we stop them. Let everybody put their voice, their 1 cent. Let's push back on this thing. Now, what it pained me well yesterday, Bidato, because I came across somebody when he put one sermon. It flashed on my YouTube thing. I weak past banana leaf. It's painful. It's very, very painful. And in the midst of this, they're telling us that God is seeing all of this happening. Innocent children. You know the only way when I could get consolation? Now, if I find out, say, God talk, say, for every one of these innocent ones whose blood has been shed and soiled the land of Nigeria, that for every one of these ones, their souls are where he is, then I go relax, I not go worry. But this beats my imagination. I don't know how I'm going to go talk to somebody about the God that the Nigerian church speaks about when all of this is happening and the leaders are quiet. But when it comes to money, they are quick to speak. The Pope, now he be number 1 pastor for the world as it is right now. And the Pope is from the same country as Trump. Pope speak about the war in Israel. The Pope is a Christian. The Pope voiced his opinion. He didn't care that Trump is from his country, quote unquote, the number 1 leader in the world. He didn't care that Israel is a nation that he and his religion stands for. The Pope spoke against the killing of the Palestinians. Well, our leader no go fit speak for our own. You they tell me say he's diplomatic. He's talking to the president behind. I know they see the effect of the talk. It makes me sad. And the people still go to these places. The people still go to these places. Many of them stand in the face of these members. They boast to them, I have homes in 150 nations of the world. Now their money. If anything, if you are gas for Nigeria today, all of these top ones, they get private jet when you get gas and pilots sitting in the cockpit waiting to either take them out by helicopter or by their private jets. They be gone. You're not going to see them again. You saw what happened during COVID. Now they not first hide. They tell their church members, say, use water and soap, wash your hand, or sanitizer. All of a sudden, the blood of Christ did not work anymore. The anointing they have did not work anymore. I go end with this. I once heard a preacher say this, and I could not agree more with him on this statement. He said, do you all know the reason why God, and I'm quoting him, do you all know the reason why God gave us brains? The camera panned into the audience. I saw the people just in a gaze, fixed, looking at the man with their Bible in their hands. He said, do you know why God gave us brains? He said, it is so that we will not come and bother him with unnecessary prayers. I could not agree more with him. Everything with the wrong go meet God. Everything with the wrong meet God. It makes some of us look like one of my favorite Nollywood actors go always say in one of his movies. He said a lot of people, they walk around like saying a fufu 9 day their head, not be brain. Precious, I end with that. I'm a little bit upset.
Sir, I'm
but
sorry.
This one really touched me well, and I don't like it.
I'm so sorry. Chikezie, you're welcome. Let me take you on quickly so that we can have our passing shots and say our goodbyes. Welcome,
Yeah,
Chikezie.
thank you very much, Sister Precious. The last speaker spoke, extensively on issues, right? Especially as it pertains to church and how church should be able to speak out. But what I want us to understand is that this issue of church not speaking out is universal. It's not just particular to Nigeria. It's universal.
Mm.
Let me give you an instance. Can I give you an instance, Precious?
Go ahead. Go ahead, please.
There was an example being cited about Pope, speaking out regarding what is happening in the Palestinian area of Israel. Do you know that statistically, that the number of priests killed in Nigeria are majorly Catholics? Are you aware? That the majority of churches are majorly Catholic priests.
That are killed.
Do you know that? Yeah, in Nigeria. I'm talking about Nigeria.
I want to be. I like to believe that, yes, because if you go to
now, think of it. Don't you think that Pope, being the head of the church per se, because he's not head of my own church, should have spoken about that? But Pope was speaking about what is happening against the other brothers. But
the Pope did, my brother. Pope did. The Pope spoke against what's happening in Nigeria.
Thank you. Now, let me also say that most of these fathers in Nigeria that we mentioned also spoke about what is happening in Nigeria. What we are talking about is that they don't speak enough. Is the urgency and the insistence on it. That's what we are talking about. It's not about speaking. They speak. Most of them speak. But the thing is that how consistent are you in speaking? If the shoe were to be in the other feet, those our imams and all the rest of them, they will continue hammering it until something is done. That's where I'm coming from. Now, let me pack that one aside because I'm not even going to bring the issue of Christianity and all the rest of them into this issue. I'm going to focus purely on the governmental aspect of it. Precious, I keep on saying here on your platform that there is no how you will tell me that the Nigerian military, Nigerian police, they don't know how to handle insurgency in Nigeria. They do. And you know why I say they do. Let something happen in the East, or let something happen in the West, then you will see their hand. They will dance Operation Python dance, Operation Cobra dance. You will see them fully. And they will put it down instantly. Now, the issue is this. The Nigerian security apparatus has been infiltrated. Until we start understanding this, then we are not making any head. We are just making, trying to, make commentary up and down. No, the truth of the matter is that these people has been compromised from top to bottom. And that is why I tell people, I say, US government, they are not working with Nigerian government. They are not working with Nigerian army. They are doing their own things. The collaboration is on paper because why? They know that these people have been heavily compromised. They don't know what they are doing. I made a statement the other day. I said, let it be that it's in the Western world that such a thing happened, right? Every other day, the police department in that area will be giving you press release on what they have done, what they are doing, and they are soliciting support from the public on a daily basis. They'll be giving you updates. How many updates have you gotten from the Nigerian military? How many updates have you gotten from Nigerian police? How many updates have you even gotten from the state governments where this thing happened? How many have Mr. President come out to say, okay, this has happened and I don't like it, I'm making sure that these people are going? How many times have they done it since this thing happened? You see, these things are well orchestrated things. They know what they are doing. They know what they are doing. I believe, if you ask me, I believe that these people are actually working covertly to make sure that that space called Nigeria is ungovernable. If you ask me, maybe with connivance from outsiders, of course, it can't just be only forces within Nigeria that are responsible for this. Maybe connivance with outsiders because they want this thing to be in perpetuity. It's as simple as that. Until we understand this, that this is a business for everyone involved in it, then we can start talking about how we are going to nip this by the board and cut off the head of the hydra called insurgency in Nigeria. It's a business. It's a multi-billion business being orchestrated by government themselves and by their allies and by whoever that is helping them from outside. Let me rest my case at this point.
I thank you so much. Who do we have next here now? Kezia. Okay, you've answered us. Ify, welcome. You're welcome. Would you like to jump in on the conversation, really?
Yes. Precious, good evening. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening. Welcome. Dive right in.
My sister, sometimes, honestly speaking, I don't even know what to say at this time. What is happening in Nigeria, I don't know which other country in this world that the same thing will happen and the whole world will not hear about it. And the country is still celebrating, doing Oju, whatever. It doesn't matter to them.
No. Let's not play down on people's culture.
No. The president's, no, Precious, no. We are talking, are you telling me if his president's son is in that bush, we'll be doing this? We're talking about children.
So we're talking about parents. Because of the president's son.
We're talking, so, Precious, we have to be very sensitive. These kids, they've been in the bush for 2 weeks. The president hasn't even addressed the nation concerning this issue. His wife hasn't spoken concerning this issue. Somebody asked him a question regarding insecurity yesterday. You saw the video, the competent, our so-called president. I'm just trying to be respectful as much as I can. Did you see the pictures of those kids? Did you see their back? Yes. Did you see where they melted the plastic and they were dashing them with hot plastic?
Well, if you watch this, you notice I've been talking about that over and over. So.
And what Nigeria is busy talking about is celebrating. I'm not saying don't celebrate. That is not what I'm saying. But we have more important need at this point. I haven't seen any governor apart from Sheyi Makinde, the Oyo State governor. I haven't seen anybody come out to talk about this insecurity. We're not even sure if these kids are still alive or as we speak, because they're just showing us videos. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna come on social media and rant. Now video, he has taken it upon himself. And everybody has everything in the world to say, but said nothing. Imagine if that's your daughter, your son, your children. The whole rain will beat them. The whole sun will beat them. With the mosquitoes. With the little baby, I think the one, they said the youngest is 2 years or so, or less than that. Can you imagine? What are they eating? They haven't showered in 2 weeks. And nobody has said anything. Nigeria, we have even moved on as if nothing happened. Unless somebody talk about now, gradually, we are hearing the so-called celebrity making statements here and there, here and there. Somebody said, if they cook jollof rice for where they do burial, it's sweet, but if they cook it in your house, you will not know the taste. Imagine if it is one of any of these politicians, just one of them. Imagine if they kidnap one of their children. Wike, all of them, Akpabio, all of them, Tinubu, all of them. This thing is getting closer. Gradually. They are very close. I don't know who it will be tomorrow. No place is safe in Nigeria. I'm not disrespecting people's culture, but that is not what is important now. We are talking about people's life. President did not say anything. What if tomorrow they eliminate all of them? Will he say something? We can see that our president is not competent at this point. We are looking at him. Like somebody said, if it is Tinubu of 10, 15, 20 years, yes. But the Tinubu of now, no. Look at how it is today. Imagine if this man is still in power in 2027. Many more people will die.
Charlie boys, all of us go don't die finish.
Okay, we're busy on the internet fighting each other, talking about things that doesn't even matter. It doesn't concern you because your child is not in that bush.
Like, that's painful.
Mind you, these people, they don't have any homes to go back to. Even if they make it alive, they don't have nowhere to go. Everybody's saying rush to Lagos, rush to Lagos. How many people can afford to live in Lagos? In the same Lagos, where common one bedroom is 2 million, 3 million. You can see these people where they are. You can see the school. Look at the school. Like somebody rightly asked, how much to... Precious, leave me alone.
Sorry. I better protect your mental health.
Madam Precious, I what my sister said.
Okay.
See, Nigeria has no reason to celebrate anything. We are supposed to have ashes on our head with sackcloth.
So you know that we're busy complaining about the Oyo children. No? Series of children has been kidnapped before and recently.
Leah Sharibu is not yet back.
In Borno State. I mean, in Borno, there were kids that were kidnapped the same day they kidnapped the Oyo children in Borno. Guess what happened? A young lady came out to tell us, instead of the governor to look for a way to get them out, he went to the family of the victims and gave them whether 1 million or 10 million.
Yeah, I heard about it.
And just a quick one. Where are the NUT, the Teachers Union, the Labor Congress? Where are all these people?
My brother, they cannot do anything.
But even the teacher, listen, just a quick one. You see, in a situation like this, if the teacher unions, they all come together and make a stand, this is a teacher, nobody is going to the classroom. Teaching is suspended.
They will fire you.
Do you
know how bad?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe because it's been long I've left that country. I don't know how the country works anymore. So I don't know.
That can happen is if within their ranks, not the top, not the teachers union head, because all of them have been bought. Except within their rank. Except within their rank, they say, okay, we have given up. We know they are going to sack us. Let's go all out and demonstrate. You understand?
So if there is no protection, no health and safety, or maybe the union that can protect you, like you see, like where we are, we have the workers' rights.
My brother.
We have union which will belong to in terms of our stuff.
Which union is working in Nigeria? Tell me which union.
In Nigeria.
There is no union in Nigeria.
Let the labor union say they are going to go on strike.
Nothing is working.
If labor union in Nigeria today said that they are, let me paint a scenario. If they tell you today that they are going to on strike next week, right? Believe them not. By Sunday, you will hear that they've called off the strike.
Yeah.
It's been happening now. It's been happening
Yeah.
over and over
But
again.
just a quick one. But the teacher, but I mean that NUT, I thought it was different from
Which and
that
you
labor
don't
union or
understand
something.
that
It's dead.
Nigeria has been hijacked.
It's
You
dead.
don't
It's dead.
understand.
When we talk
We are
about
under
state
one party
capture,
system. Do you see
state
how
capture,
Lagos is?
this is state
That's
capture.
basically how Nigeria is now. You see how
The,
Lagos is. That's
as a
exactly
matter of
how Nigeria is.
as a matter of fact, labor union in Nigeria died long since after Adams Oshiomhole. There's never been any other labor union. And as a matter of fact, Adams Oshiomhole, that was the labor union president then. Where is he today? He's part of the oppressors, ruiners of
The one that
Nigeria.
was rubbing a woman's feet in the aircraft,
Yes,
right?
they are
Is it
part
that
of the
one?
ruiners of Nigeria today.
The
So
70-year-old man.
he was the last credible labor union president that Nigeria ever had, and now he's part of them.
What did common Khan, they just came out and
They are
talk, and that's it.
politicians. They are politicians.
Precious, sorry, Precious. Is this story true? I heard that there was a protest plan in the Redeemed Church of God. Then they said that protest was planned. Then the president's wife then went to the GO to go speak. After that, they said the message came from the headquarters and the protest was cancelled. Is it true?
It's unverifiable. I don't know. Precious
No, it's
might
not
know.
verifiable. I only know, but I sent you. I played a video here of a young man who said he's a member of Redeem, that
Yeah.
that they had announced for a protest because of the kidnaps, and then as to Adeboye or the church postponed this. Excuse me, sorry, I'm really tired. It's almost 3 a.m. here. So
I
the church
know.
postponed it and said that they can't hold it, and he's saying that it's because Adeboye's wife is sorry, Tinubu's wife is a redeemed member. That's why they didn't want to go ahead with it again.
But my brother, let me clarify something to you. Adeboye already told us that God has shown him who is going to be the next president. Do you think Adeboye is going to come out and campaign against Tinubu? Do you think Adeboye is going to come out and make a statement against this government? The only person that is saying something a little bit is Onyedepo and Suleiman. All the pastors, all the imams, they've all gone numb. You can't get anything.
You know the evil. Sorry, I'm not saying anything bad to anybody. You know, because I look the same age group. The Tiwa Dajuma, a quick one. You might know this. What's the age bracket of Adeboye?
I think he's 80 something.
Okay, so please, I'm not saying anything against anybody, but I feel that these people, they're already in their retirement stage. Anything you guys say to these people, they don't understand. It's like you guys are wasting your time.
So who do you want to lead the protest? Who do you want
That's
to
what I'm
lead?
saying. I just gave you the answer. It's like
Where are you?
see
My brother, where are you?
I'm in Canada.
So,
I'm not in Nigeria.
Who do you want to lead the protest?
There's something I wanted to say before now that I forgot entirely when I was doing my presentation, and that is the fact that our military or our police cannot trace these bandits. See,
they know where they are, my brother. They don't need to
do you know that the only way in this world today that you can be untraceable is if you don't drive a car, if you don't use any electronics, not even Palasa phone. If you are using Palasa phone, you can be traced. Do you know that your television in your house, they can use it and monitor you and see
my brother, listen. Ordinary citizens know where these people are. When Abba, the usurper, was kidnapped, remember, if you remember Abba, it was his family that bailed him out. The bandits, they will come and pick them with their motorcycle and take them to the bush. What are you talking about? The government, they know where these people are. Can you imagine? How can you say that in a country that the government, that they don't know where these people are?
Your former president once said this. Obasanjo once said it. He said when they were in government, they know how to track these people. They knew there are some people they want to get. They know how to get it. So in all of this, that's why sometimes sometimes maybe one do not know the right words to use. And when you see all these kind of things happening, that's why I ask, because sometimes I ask of the unions, I ask of the NUT, because I feel that that teacher is one of them. What they did to the other teacher and the ones that are still head
My brother,
postings
forget
is
about this.
one of
They
them.
don't
They were
have any
supposed to be
more
able to say
union.
something
They
regarding this
don't
whole
have
thing.
any more union. It's just like you talking about Nigeria Bar Association. They don't have any more union in Nigeria. So forget about it. They're not going to say anything. Okay, let me tell you what happened in Anambra State during the past election that brought in Soludo for the second tenure. Do you know what they did? They went around and took the PVC of all the teachers, all these teachers that are in state school. They took their PVC. If you don't give up your PVC, you lose your job. Did you hear about that? This a teacher
No,
told me this.
no, I'm only hearing that. No, I'm just hearing that for
Okay,
the
that's
first
what
time
I'm
now.
telling you. That is how corrupt Nigeria is. So when you're talking about NUT, when was the last time you heard NUT being functionable? When
It's
was the
more
last
like,
time you heard
yeah,
a new union
it's more
active in
like
Nigeria?
it's more like
Protest.
asking it's more like asking why is Nigerian government not performing? There's no government.
My brother, beg.
There's no government.
We
Everything
don't
has
have a
scattered.
country. We no longer have a country.
Everything has scattered. The
I, I, I,
last
I,
president we had was Jonathan.
I even saw, I think I saw a news yesterday, or that even the Ghana president sent a plane to South Africa to evacuate our citizen back to
They sent an airplane
an
to go get their
aircraft.
people.
And even now, and they've even put in a demand that the South Africa needs to pay them. It's something about billions of naira regarding their gold or something or thereabout. Even in South Africa is already shivering now regarding that action, the step that the Ghana president have taken. So
You're
it's a,
talking about Ghana president
I
evacuating
don't
their
know.
citizens.
They're talking about the country that is
The
developing.
Ghanaian president has once told you guys, was it not last month, that he's praying that Nigeria should get their acts together so that there will not be influx of people from Nigeria to Ghana if anything happens. So you can imagine the insults.
I don't
Nigeria
know.
has become the laughing stock of
I
the
don't
world.
know.
In fact,
Because
I saw
I think I said that yesterday. Yeah, because it's a lovely stock. I think that there was a video I even saw. Somebody went to Mauritius. He
I
said he
saw.
went
You
to
read my
Mauritius on
mind.
holiday.
Yeah.
It was denied visa. It was denied
Yeah.
entry.
Yeah. You read my
They
mind
tell
about
because
it.
men looking because you're in Nigeria, go back to where you're coming from.
No, your
What
passport.
is all this?
Your passport. That's all.
That is
Your
where.
passport. Yeah, passport is
All
the
right, guys. Let me take everyone. T.Y. Danjuma, you had something to say. Let me take your passing shot. It's almost 3 a.m. I've had a very long day. You know,
Yeah, Precious need to go to bed. You're trying,
no,
eh? Thank you very much, Precious. Thank you. Really
early day
appreciate you.
tomorrow again.
I know you're trying.
Wake up
You're really
stay in the
trying.
best.
At
Have
least
less
I
than 3
can't
hours of sleep.
doing this every day. No, you're trying. You're really trying.
Thank you so much. T.Y. Danjuma, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, but it's late now, so we can talk tomorrow.
No, you can.
Just
You can
go and
go
rest.
ahead. Go ahead and mention it. Or maybe tomorrow we
No,
couldn't analyze the people's NDC
yes,
primary.
that you
Maybe
wanted to. Yes,
tomorrow.
you asked me about that, but we can talk about it
Yes.
tomorrow.
No problem. So that means you make sure you join tomorrow. So they said P2B will be officially declared the party's candidates tomorrow. So maybe by that time we'll just ensemble everything and put them together and discuss.
No problem. Good
Thank you.
morning.
Good
And
morning.
Good
Thank
night,
you.
sister.
Thank
good
you.
night. Good morning, everyone.
No, thank
Precious,
you.
Precious, supposedly I'll feel just fast forward your time now to my time for here now. I'm just 9:30 now. 9:30 p.m. Supposedly I'll be carrying the time come back.
Do
I
you know
beg
that
you have to
24
go
hours?
sleep. It's like
Do
almost
you know that
3 a.m.
24 hours is no longer enough for me in this life? Like I
I
get so occupied that
My dear, just
it's
I
crazy.
beg go rest too.
There's no person
I
go do.
know you're
Shebi
trying. You're trying.
they say no rest for
We
the wicked.
appreciate you.
All of us wicked like this.
Nigeria will, you see, that is one thing. These people don't give a about anybody. Okay? All these things happen and nobody has ever said something. But they were busy. What's his name? This Onanuga was busy, threatening a very dark man about see, I don't even understand, honestly.
They're ending up making him more powerful and more popular now.
Exactly.
And they don't give they don't give any privilege to insult them well. So if I mean they
People
are
insulted the hell out of him. Eh?
So it's
Insulted everybody.
You know,
Rightly so.
I always they tell you say there's a difference between digital and analog. So you can't compare digital and analog together. So there's a massive difference. So analog time don't pass. So digital now, but this analog they refuse to switch over to digital. That is the problem now.
Precious, so make I greet you well this night and make me
you.
take off for this side too. You don't try
Thank
well. I
you.
beg,
Thank you
drink
so much, sir.
enough water before you go bed tonight.
Thank you. So
Take care of
I love
yourself.
your
And
choice.
thank
Thank you
you
so
so
much, sir.
much for what you do.
Thank you. Thank you very
And
much.
good
Thank
night,
you, everyone.
everybody.
Good night, my sister. Oh,
Okay, good
good
night,
night.
Precious. Yeah.
Good
Good
night.
night. Thank you very
Bye-bye.
much.
Good
Yeah.
night. Good night. Good night.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, everyone. And to
Yep.
everybody who's joined the show tonight, I'd like to say a big thank you to you. Thank you so much for being part of the show. If you've not liked and subscribed, please ensure that you do so. Kindly like, subscribe, and then let's do this again tomorrow evening. God
Yeah,
willing.
good
In
night.
the
Take
meantime,
care.
please protect your mental health. All right. Good night. I love you guys.
I love
Good
you.
night.